last story before we go back on topic.
Truly. Fucking street fighting
Completely
tales.
went to street fighting tales. I remember one time I was real young. I was living up in Jersey at the time, and I was visiting my god sister's family. And me and her were walking to the bodega at the end of the street, and this one lady she yelled her name, and I'm not gonna give her no clout or nothing and actually say my god sister's name, but
yeah.
she was like, "Hey, you been talking shit about my I don't know if it was her niece or whoever the fuck. My god sister at the time was in high school. So we right there in Newark, and she's just like, who? She's like, nah, don't try to play dumb, bitch. And she came from off that porch and came over to my god sister, and I'm young, bro. I'm like 9.
Damn.
And I see her just swing on my god sister. I'm just like, oh fuck. And my god sister ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
So she was sitting there trying to swing back. This is a grown ass woman though, like a grown ass lady fighting a high schooler. And that's when my eyes were open for the first time. I'm like, oh shit. It's real out here.
It's real out here, man.
Oh shit.
We telling this real out here stories? I got a funny one.
We're supposed to go back on topic.
Hey.
We're going to get back to that. Welcome back to another episode of the To Be Determined podcast, episode number 12. It's your host, Jersey Mike.
What up? It's Business Casual Blaze in the building.
Business cash, yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, y'all gonna start getting these pods way more frequently. So we in the lab with it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't seen last week's episode, definitely check that out. There's some humor in there.
Definitely.
First time in the office, as you see. You know what I'm saying? Making even more changes and progress since even that video. So
yeah, got a nice table. Y'all ain't see the table last time, man. Nice little black table.
Making moves. You know so yeah, we ready, man.
Remember that shit from Chappelle? We was talking about Chappelle earlier. He was like, remember he did that song about being in a club, man. Remember that when he was
acting like Tupac? Yeah.
Stop hitting the table.
That's
the name of this podcast episode, bro. I done banged on the table like 5 times, bro. The name of this episode is Stop Banging the Table.
Stop banging on the table. He's Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was hilarious.
Yo, shouts out to Dave Chappelle, because the Dave Chappelle show was super ahead of his time. That was some quality comedy. You can't pay for comedy
this
that
how
good
against
right
white
now.
people I was when I first came up. Because, that was in our early high school days.
Yeah.
So everybody at Collins Hill was so about Dave Chappelle that I knew he was trash. And I purposely did not listen to that man.
What?
Because I was like, yo, anything you niggas like is weak, bro.
Yeah.
It took me forever to get on Dave Chappelle. That's a sad story, actually.
You say that, but I'm not going to lie to you. I got that way with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, but you were right to be that way with Kevin Hart. Yeah, no, it's dead ass, bro. No hate, you know what I'm saying?
No hate.
2019 thing.
Yeah.
You got something bad to say about something? You
gotta
be
that
jealous.
means you hating. You jealous.
Stop playing. I don't even have nearly enough bread to be jealous of Kevin Hart, bro. I could be a base millionaire.
To be hating.
Then I can hate on you, because it's like, nigga, how you got, 61 mil, I only got the 1. Nah, nigga, so we ain't even in that bracket, so please understand this ain't hate.
For sure. When you in that pay grade, you on your own.
When he came up, he turned it into a corporation. He's got a brand. He's got a certain way he acts in all his comedies, and they make him this much amount of money and this much amount of clout.
Yeah.
And it's good.
It's like he found what people liked, and then he just does it everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah,
that real calm and then that random just outburst and being really loud and extra agitated.
Yeah. It's not exactly funny.
Right.
Or being the smallest person in the room. It's not fucking funny.
Right.
That's why Cat Williams didn't make a career out of it.
That's why he
stopped
talking about it.
He was. Yeah. But he's a real stand-up comic. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of comedians, they feel that way about comics that end up doing movies and shit like that, or they end up doing shows in like big stadiums. It's like, that's not really stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to have a point of view. It's supposed to be kind of thought-provoking. You're just being a performer. You know what I'm saying? You're just
You
I
just
don't
an
mean
actor.
saying a clown like a clown, but you're just a
an
clown.
act.
You're just a jester. You're just doing what you do to make money. You know what I'm saying? You're not actually being a stand-up comedian no more. It's kind of deep.
Right.
But yeah, that's why I fuck with stand-up comedy, man.
Me
Like,
too.
Even especially the black ones, like Eddie Griffin, like people like that, Dave Chappelle. You get them to talking, and then you start listening to what they say in they stand-up. They always talking some real shit.
I always fuck with the comedian who can joke back with any heckler.
Yeah.
If you can get heckled on stage live and joke back and get somebody to get mad or in their feelings or walk out, you a damn good stand-up comic. Because you just freestyled the fuck out of that.
You freestyled it. Yeah.
Quick shout out to any of you YouTube people out there who create substance and material to watch on the internet, because y'all are the reason, you know what I'm saying, that I'm still functioning today.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch regular television. That shit is bullshit. That shit is fake as fuck. It's like the memes. It's like the memes that say, like, when you turn on HGTV and they're like trying to buy a house or something, this person's a school teacher and this person's a stay-at-home mom and their budget is $1.2 million. What the fuck? How? How the fuck does that work? Ain't no school. What the fuck? Not in my community. What school teacher in my community got a $1.2 million budget for a house and they're just a damn school teacher?
Ain't no telling, bro. Ain't
no
telling.
I don't even turn TV on. Nah, but if you are a YouTube content creator, thank you. Appreciate you. You're who I watch. But back to
what's that? Because what's that saying? Art. What they say? Art imitates reality.
Yeah.
What we started to do is reality imitating art, which that might actually be the same. And that was my original point I was saying, to like when I stumbled on like the Bad Girls Club and was looking at like Flavor Love and shit like that. I remember thinking to myself, like, people are gonna start acting like this.
Yeah.
And when I used to say it back then, and that's another human flaw, is we like to pick and choose what we think we're going to catch on to. Yeah. It's like, that's not how shit works, bro. What you're exposed to is what you catch on to. It's that simple. So if all your TV is garbage, look at Instagram. Look at Facebook. Perception. And I'm not trying to sound like crazy or old or nothing like that, but look at how bitches act on motherfucking social media, bro. They act just like, even the bitches bro, that you know, and I've known them since high school or whatever, and I'm just like, you weren't like this. Like, you were never like act like this now. Yeah. Because it's all you know. It's all you see. You can't help yourself but say, yes, 24/7. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Do you hear how that shit sounds coming out your face? Right. But they can't help it, man. Yeah. If you just getting along with everything, you just get along with everything.
It's like, it took me a while to really like process this and really like break it down as far as it really goes. But it took me in business to learn your perception is your reality. Of course. What you believe to be true is what you follow.
Of course.
And it's like, damn. When you really start peeling back layers on that,
I'm telling you,
that's facts.
Nothing is as complicated as people try to make it, man. That's what I say. I say it's real life rocket science out here, and there's real life brain surgery out here. And whatever you're doing or you're thinking about is not it. Yeah. Find a simple solution, man. Find a simple solution, bro. You out of shape, you're not getting enough work in. Start sweating more.
Right. Drink more water.
Sweat. Well, what's your diet looking like? It's probably terrible.
So, speaking of people acting a type of way, right? Cardi B.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Speaking of people acting a certain kind of way, so Cardi B and...
First official topic.
Yeah. First topic. I'm sorry. I don't know how long it's been. But finally, we're on track. So...
First sober podcast, too, I would like to say. Yeah. First sober podcast. I don't know if y'all can tell. First sober podcast.
I know, right? We got way more energy.
My eyes are probably big.
I know, right? You can see them. So Cardi B, this isn't the City Girls. Who's that other girl? Who's that?
That bitch with fucking zebra print?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully, the 200 people that watched our other podcast will leave some comments. Right? Let us know who this is. I would say it's a city girl. She looked like any bitch I done ran into anywhere with too much makeup on and whatever. I truly don't know who that woman is. She probably has a fat ass though. She probably got a fat ass, bro.
Well, apparently she made that twerk song with Cardi B. Whoever that artist is, I don't know her name.
Cardi
I've
B
only
has
heard the
a
song
twerk
once.
Song.
Matter of
Like
fact,
it's called twerk.
I think it's called Cardi B twerk song.
So Cardi B still making music. That's what's
Let's
up.
see.
You know the last.
That's the City Girls. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
I was right. Okay, so I'm gonna put this up on the screen for y'all to see.
How many songs did she come out with since that? I like it like that.
I like it like that.
Done is done with the gang.
I like it like that. Is that the song with J Lo? No, she did a song with J Lo.
Wow.
Dinero.
Okay.
Yo quiero dinero.
Okay, so she's tapping into the bilingual market.
Yep.
Nice.
She also did another song, a Spanish song with Bad Bunny, I believe it was.
I think I remember reading about that. Yeah.
I believe that's what it
So
was.
that's two.
She also did a feature on this City Girl song.
Oh, so it's not her track.
No, it's not her track. She did a feature on this song.
Okay.
And
Now, City Girls, are they a twerk group or they make music?
they apparently make music, but their first song was this twerk song. And you're probably going to catch it. I'm just going to play a quick snippet. We just got to talk just for, copyright's sake. Let me fast forward a little bit. This is the video. But,
I wonder, that's what I'm trying to see. How many? Oh, yeah, and this was the woman talking about how misogynistic it was.
no, it wasn't her talking about it. This was, I'm about to get to that. Maybe. Tiana Taylor be doing some videos like this.
You know what? I'm finna do something misogynistic.
I'm scared.
No, it's done.
Oh.
Yeah, I just turned the volume down. I'm not finna
perfect.
listen to this bullshit, but
Yeah.
I am finna watch these chicks move. Yeah, there's some misogyny for your ass. I'm not finna listen to this bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute it, but I'm definitely gonna watch it. Yeah. So.
Ooh, boy. That's what I'm saying, man. And it's like.
I gotta pull up the picture.
It's so thotty.
Yeah, it is. Point blank period. But anyway, so I'm on the internet, right? I've been seeing this song get some juice out here in these streets, and City Girls been on their little promo run, and they getting interviews.
Because every video looks like that, so I'm really interested to continue watching that video. Because I'm like, how much twerking do you have to have in your video for it to be like a twerk video?
But it's crazy because I looked at that video in full, and it reminded me of like Nelly's tip drill video.
Bro, all that shit's been done before. Bro.
Yeah, for real. Gucci Mane got videos like that. All that.
Is it still up?
No. I can flip back.
Where's the twerk team? I'm offended. I know it's some Northside niggas out there. Them was the first bitches I was seeing twerk like that. Like when we was calling it twerk, because what do we used to call this shit back in the day? It was like popping or some shit.
Yeah,
you know
it was popping.
Because
Snoop Dogg made it known as popping because he had that song.
Yeah. So now we call it twerk. Now it's twerking, and I remember the twerk team was the first bitches I seen twerking.
Yep. And they was out here in these streets.
She would have been real as fuck to put them in that video. I think it's just one of them now, though.
So, like I said, I've been seeing this song, out here getting juice and things like that. I would
punch my sister clean through her chest if she ever put out a twerk video, bro.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It would be the worst thing ever.
Oh, God. I left the girl because of that.
It's bad.
I told her, like, straight up, you ain't about to post some shit like that on the internet.
Bad.
And she posted some shit like that on the internet. I was like, yep.
Shit just look stank. You feel me? I mean, yeah, I'm a nigga. I love to see booty cheeks, man, but I ain't gonna lie, this shit look terrible. Yeah. That's a bad look. I don't care what nobody ever says.
So City Girls were on their little promo run for this song, right? Getting it out there, letting everybody know this out, et cetera, et cetera. Well, then they decided to do a challenge, or let me not say they decided to do a challenge. A challenge was made of it, and girls just started twerking everywhere to this song. Just like how people were jumping out of their cars doing the Running Man and shit like that to Drake's song, shit like that. They started twerking and making twerk videos abnormally more than usual to this song. So then the City Girls and Cardi B decided to say, well, let's just make a twerk challenge and we'll give $25,000 to the best twerker.
The thing about good twerkers, it's only good twerkers and bad twerkers. Like, you can only not twerk. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen two bitches twerking that can twerk, that I saw any difference saying like she's twerking way harder than she's twerking.
Right.
Like, if a bitch can twerk, she can twerk. It
depends. It just depends on the body.
As long as you can jiggle.
That's it.
And you ain't doing the weird, awkward back movements that some of the white bitches be doing. So, but yeah, like so all that shit is like really interesting to me, bro. I'm like, how do you judge two good twerkers? Like,
so I saw a meme
like twins,
and it made me have a thought. And I feel like my thought is going to be left field from your thought, from what you started to say earlier. So
I'm really upset by how much I'm trying to think of what a good twerker might be. Like Julian's perfect twerker.
Who would be the epitome of
I would get
twerker?
Really deep because like she need to be wearing like a midriff. You know what I'm saying? So with a dip in her back, with like booty shorts with the cheeks out. With ankle socks.
She gotta have back dimples. She gotta have back dimples.
Back dimples. Gotta have back dimples.
Yeah.
Gotta have that little good crease in the back that you can see. And just bubble back there, bro. Like, and then show me some side angles. Like, I need to see the.
I gotta see the profile view. I gotta see the profile view.
I need to see that angle, the cup back there.
How much cups are really there hanging? Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Because it might look good bent over. But when you stand up straight.
That would be the good twerker for me. The twerker that can do it with her standing straight up. Ooh! With the knees locked. Hey! You feel me? So let everybody know I just talked hella shit about twerkers, but as you can see, I love it.
With the knees locked.
Don't need to be public like that. But nah, yeah, with the knees locked, boy, standing straight up. Ooh, God, hold up.
So, this meme says, so they went around the world looking for the best twerker. Not the best African female astronomer, grassroots organizer, thinker, writer, or scientist, but the best black booty shaker on the planet. Will black feminists publicly check Cardi B, or will this blatant example of misogyny for profit be ignored simply because the artist in question is not a man? A clear reinforcement of the popular image of black women as sexually promiscuous being devoid of any self-restraint. The video is nothing more than a modern rendition of, of scenes from early Jim Crow movies that popularized the very same stereotypes. Now, how long will we participate in the destruction of our own public image?
That is such a deep thing to say, and it requires a lot of really bare-boned answers. That shit, when you try to adopt this type of thinking into the lexicon, it shows its own fault. And it's really not meant to be argued. It's meant to be excommunicated. Like, period, bro. There's no fucking such thing as feminism and all this shit, bro. All this shit, my fault, bro. All this shit is fucking made up, bro. Like, all that shit is fucking made up. It's like you're either a good person or you're a shitty motherfucker. Like, we don't need different classes to put you in to scream how good you are. I'm a good person because I'm a feminist. What the fuck is a feminist, bro? I'm not a fucking feminist, but I because it's not
up for women.
It's not a thing. You feel me? It's not I don't even know how to explain that shit, bro. Like, oh, if you're not a feminist, you don't believe in women's rights. It's like, I believe in everybody's rights. Babies have rights. Fucking animals have rights, but I'm not an animals rights activist because who the fuck cares? What the fuck is that? You gotta belong to a club to believe in something? That's all fuck shit, bro.
I'm gonna say this.
There's a lot of bullshit in the black community, man. There's a lot of demons we gotta exercise before we can really try to start making some type of self-image, because the same exact self-image that we really tried to get away from, like back in the day, like the 90s, even some of the early 2000s stuff, we completely flipped it on its head, in which it's like, I understand, it's like you kind of want to take ownership back of what you were being demonized for,
right?
But it's like a vicious cycle, man. It's like, but do you want to be known as just being a twerker, even though you can do it now and feel quote unquote empowered by it because you can get paid a lot more money for it? Is that what you want to be known for? Like, is that what you want young girls to aspire to? Because the very definition of feminism is, well, the very definition that a lot of women use is that they should be able to exploit their sexuality to whatever degree they feel. So in their eyes, the fact that she went out looking for twerkers on a widespread type of search is like progressive, and it's great, and it's that's what we should be doing. But then you got somebody else that also describes themselves as what you are, saying, "Oh, are we not gonna say that that's misogyny? Because how in the hell can it be misogynistic if it's a woman?
But see, I also like to refer back to Dave Chappelle's stand-up because he said in one of his stand-ups, he was just being funny. He was like, you know, you women got to learn to understand when you dress a certain kind of way, you get men to come at you a certain kind of way.
And it's biological. Like, more people need to take psychology and like biology and study Darwinism. Whether or not you believe in religion, this ain't about that. This is about human behavior and human evolution and how we act.
Right.
The reason why guys go towards women that dress in that way, besides the fact that you just seen it and it looks good, it's a biological thing in your DNA.
Right.
To you, the man, that woman looks like she puts out easier, which
right.
to your DNA says you can procreate better and quicker and more efficiently, which
right.
at the end of the day, that's all we're here for. Everything else you think you got going on is irrelevant.
Right.
Truly. By nature standards, it's irrelevant. This podcast is irrelevant. The fucking game, the Super Bowl is irrelevant. All that shit is fucking made up. You're here to find a woman and have a baby.
He said, women, you got to understand, that would be like me walking in Central Park in a cop uniform and a woman come running up, help me, hey, excuse me. Just because I'm dressed like this,
how retarded is that?
Doesn't mean I'm a police officer. So you got to understand, just because you are dressed like this, you might not be a whore, but you got to understand, you are wearing a whore's uniform.
That's all. And it's okay. It's my mistake. You feel me? Oh, I'm not finna get the number. Like, oh, we're not going to back to your room. Okay, you know, shit.
All right, that's cool. I get it, but just understand why I came at you, cause.
And I mean no disrespect. Are we recording? I do this shit every episode.
Yeah,
I mean no disrespect to women, dog. Women are like the epitome of have your cake and eat it too, bro. They want everything when they want it, and they don't want anything when they don't want
Look
it.
at how many women today say, yeah, I'm just looking for a sugar daddy. And mean it. And mean it. It's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to actually say it and mean it. And there are some women who literally just make fake, like, social media accounts and things like that just to try to get attention of someone with money, just to spend some dollars on them so they don't have to go and do it.
Yeah.
You know, make money themselves to purchase whatever they're trying to get.
What I always think about is, because, you know, back in the day, pretty much maybe until the civil rights movement, we were kind of like always actively making rules. You know what I'm saying? Making sure people knew what they could and couldn't say.
Yeah.
Even what they could and couldn't think.
Yeah.
And I start to find the benefit in that type of thinking because I'm like, look what it produced. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of good things from that era.
That's
obviously, we got bullshit from it, but everything builds up. You know what I'm saying? It's like being like Michael Jordan as a baby. Yeah, he shit on himself. He had to learn how to walk. Right. But all that shit ended up to him being Michael Jordan.
Minute, because look at who he is today.
Exactly. We've stopped trying to... It's like we're giving more control to the prisoners in the asylum.
Right.
And which is weird to say. It's weird to even hear me saying it because I'm talking about people, but people show you that you cannot continue to let them say whatever they want to say or think whatever they want to think because none of it is leading to any type of benefit, bro. Like,
that's true.
What benefit, anything beneficial from the last... I was just reading something where it kind of spoke on when society really started to change. When you start getting into this PC era and you start getting into, you got to make sure you're not offending somebody when you say something. It was all in like 2010, I think that study said, where shit just kind of shifted.
I don't know when that study was, but personally, when I started realizing that shift in just peers and how people started taking offense at things so much easier, it really was like, some people might say I'm a conspiracy theorist for this.
Fuck, bro, I don't give a fuck, but all that shit, fuck that. What you gotta say? Obama?
Yeah. Obama helped to cause this divide. And the reason why I say this, okay, rock with me real quick.
Always, bro.
Do you believe all presidents are related?
Like...
blood. No, right?
No.
Okay, cool. However, I believe all presidents are Freemasons. And that is how they're related.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. With that being said, you can have good intentions and do the wrong thing.
Okay.
And I feel as though, whether Obama was aware or not, he did just that. He may have had good intentions by legalizing gay marriage. Hear me out. Don't blame me for this.
Oh yeah. For the listeners,
Don't
any
blame me
idea
for this.
anybody comes with, bro, is getting processed. Like,
oh yeah. So
unless my bullshit radar goes off.
So he legalized gay marriage. So now people are more coming out and open. That's when the LGBT community, I think, really like took off and blew up.
Okay.
Right around that time when gay marriage was legalized.
Yeah.
And really, the way I look at gay marriage becoming legalized is just another way of dividing us.
Well, it gives you something more to argue about.
An additional thing to argue about.
And it shows the fallacy. Oh my God. It shows how fucking thin people are.
Right.
Why do you want to be married? So I can, if you could answer that question for me, even man to woman, why do you want to marry this woman?
Right.
Or why does she want to get married to you?
Right.
In general standing, I know why the woman wants to get married. And women will tell you, I want the big day. I want that day. I want to know that if I stop working, like I got another, like it's shit. That shit benefits them.
Right.
For whatever reason. That shit benefits women.
They like to have that sense of security.
Sense of security is definitely it. Now, but then if you tell a woman, you can get all that without getting married. You just have to trust me, the man. You got to be with me.
Right.
They don't want that because they have to give up that security.
It's
not like inked in stone, which has nothing to do with if you love somebody, if you're trying to be with them for a while or whatever that marriage shit is, bro. Right. None of that has anything to do with the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It does end up being some like a contract, like some type of agreement. So in the same sex marriage, it's like y'all had it easy. Y'all could just be together,
right? And
just be together,
and just rock with it.
Go to a. You can even still do a wedding.
Yep.
It might have to be a little homemade. Hey, everybody come to wherever so we can celebrate.
My graduation was homemade. I was kicked out of Gwinnett County schools when I graduated senior year in high school. Yeah, they said I was a one-man chop shop.
What the hell is that?
A one-man chop shop. A chop shop is like where you take a car, but it wasn't for cars. They said I was a one-man chop shop with electronics. When they searched my locker and stuff, I had 6 cell phones, 4 PSPs, 2 or 3 cameras, a couple MP3 players and iPods and stuff, and a lighter. And I was kicked out of Gwinnett County schools because they said it was all stolen. Come to find out, 2 weeks later, when Officer Wolf came to the Give Center, he was like, so you ready to go to jail? And I said, Doc, you can try me if you want to, but you're not about to scare me. I ain't going to jail.
Said that, bro?
He said, well, all the serial numbers came back clean. Nothing was stolen. So why the fuck am I here? I'm sorry.
Why the fuck did he say that?
He was just trying to scare me to see what I would say.
Yeah, was he black?
No, Officer Wolf.
I don't appreciate it.
Stop it. So
race bait.
He's race bait.
I'm triggered.
Race bait.
I'm offended.
Right. Just like that. So he was like, so all the serial numbers came back clean. So I'm like, so why am I here? Why am I kicked out of Gwinnett County schools? Why am I not allowed to go to my senior prom, which is in a week? Well, pulls out the handbook. Right here it says you can't be in possession of more than 1 cell phone. And you had 6. I see kids walking down the halls with 2 phones on their hip.
I remember them days.
And you're getting me because I had more than
and was playing a PSP.
What?
That's insane.
I was
pissed.
Know
about that shit, bro.
Yeah, I was kicked out of Gwinnett County schools.
Damn.
So one of the kids I bought a phone from tried saying that I stole it or somebody stole it or whatever the case was. So then they searched my locker and found out that other stuff. And they were like, oh, this guy's stealing everybody's stuff.
That shit just added up for him.
And they were like, oh, yeah, well, he must be guilty. So then they paneled me. I went to panel.
Yup. Good old panel.
My mom was there and everything. Like, none of that was stolen. He got all these phones. None of them were stolen.
My son's a hustler.
Yeah.
Stop with the bullshit.
Straight like that.
My son hustles out here. Like, nah, no doubt.
Ma had my back.
Oh, God.
And they were like, nope, you're kicked out. Dog, I was pissed.
Damn.
I was pissed. Gwinnett County, man. At the time, they didn't have the serial numbers back. So they were like, well, look, this guy said he stole his phone. He was in possession of the phone. So just because he said it was stolen, Pause. I got people who were right there with me first period when I bought the phone from him.
Yeah.
He's just telling you whatever he wants to say to keep my money and get his phone back.
Of course.
What do you mean? How do
Cap.
you not see the cap?
Cap season.
You feel me? I was tight. But anyway, what was the topic we were talking about?
I was really trying to remember that shit, man. I know we was talking like same-sex marriages and shit.
Oh, that's right. So, yeah, back to my Obama theory.
The Obama theory.
So, yeah, I just believe Obama played a role in finding another way of keeping us divided. And maybe not intentionally, but it happened because of what he legalized.
Yeah.
And I believe, like I said, that's when the LGBTQ community came and got really big.
It's because people always want to give.
And that's just when we got sensitive. Not we, us, but that's just when, as a mass, people became really way too sensitive.
No, people want to give people the benefit of the doubt, which I commend you on that. I guess is hopeful, but we got to stop looking at people as anything but animals, man. You wouldn't let some of y'all crazy motherfuckers do, but you wouldn't let a motherfucking full-grown tiger live in your motherfucking house for no reason. Man. Some wild-ass tiger just because he wandered up to your door.
Right.
Why not? Because you know what that motherfucker's capable of. My fault. Table. You know what that motherfucker's capable of. Not because he's a bad tiger. No, he's just a fucking tiger.
Like we said last week with the wild animals. You don't know fear until you see a wild animal attacking you.
So you see that blank look in that motherfucker's face. But, bro, we're people, bro. We're the same people that enslaved each other. We went to war. We go to war with each other continuously because the Civil War ain't the only time we went to war with each other.
Right.
We're always at war with each other. We do terrible things, man. People do bad shit. And they have bad ideas, and if you give them too much fucking leeway, they run with it. They have no choice. It's how it is. It's
how we're programmed,
bro. Consciousness. It's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Your brain is always
your
moving.
Subconsciousness.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you do things subconsciously. You breathe without thinking about it. You're doing it subconsciously. There's other things that you do subconsciously as well.
And trust me, man. People have shown their true colors, but I don't know, man. I definitely remember that time in 2008 where that was the first time I noticed people being weird, and I'm going to say a really fucked up thing. It was because I saw a lot of young people celebrating Obama's election as if we went through any of that struggle.
Right.
Which I never understood. And that was the first time, and I remember this shit verbatim, yo. I remember the chick. I would call her name out, but I guess we won't put people's name in cameras and shit. Plus, I don't know what happened to that motherfucker. She's like running the escort service now.
Whoa.
Yeah, she got into some shit deep. She had this shirt on or something, some Obama shirt, and it was like "We overcame" or something like that. And I just remember looking at the shirt like, what did we overcome? Even if I said I was like, now my mom was born in the 70s, so even she don't really have a claim to the struggle. But if she wanted to feel, and my pops was the one who told me, he was like, dude, I was born in 65, so like I was there when shit was bad, but I was kind of reaching the end of it. He said you should talk to my father. My father had to live through some stuff. I kind of had it as far as just being black against white, you know what I'm saying? He still grew up in East Cleveland, so it was still some bullshit, but as far as, you know, and I'm only son, so everybody is clear. This is how you got to talk these days.
Right.
As far as that racism aspect, it had kind of passed him by then. So, and that's in 65.
Yeah.
He was born in 91. You're the product of successful parents at this point. You're in the burbs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we didn't the only thing I've ever had to overcome with white people is some uncomfortableness.
Oh, God.
When they say a certain something, you know what I'm saying? You just getting around white people, you like, is that how y'all talk out here?
I'm not going to lie. I didn't really experience white people for real in their, like, natural habitat until I moved to the South. Because white people up north are so used to black people.
They're used to it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're way different. When I came out here, it was just like the way people talk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's okay with them. But me being new here, I'm just like, should I feel a way about that?
Yeah. No, you have to figure that shit out. And I came to Grayson back in like maybe 02, 03. So that was my first introduction to white people. Grayson pretty much has been taken over by niggas at this point from what I can see. Shouts out to everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? The Grayson Rams. Who else is out there? That was my school. South Gwinnett. Nah. That's more towards here. I just played for South Gwinnett back then. I can't remember no other school but Grace and Rams, but shout out to y'all for sure.
I didn't move out here until high school, so.
Damn, bro, I can't think of no other schools from out there. Anyway, yeah, and that was my first white people being around, and I got into so many fights. Like,
my first fight in high school was with a white boy.
Yeah, bro, this one white dude called me a hoodlum, and I didn't even know what a hoodlum was. And it's definitely not a word niggas use. We don't fucking say hoodlum.
We definitely
only
don't.
Hoodlum niggas know now is the movie with Lawrence Fishburne. That's the only hoodlum you ever known. Yeah. Man, this white dude called me a hoodlum, and it was the way he said it. He was like, "You hoodlum." How the fuck does a 10-year-old say some bullshit like that, bro? We was on a bus, bro. I remember reaching over the bus, and all I was doing was just raining hooks on this nigga's head. Of course, I got suspended off the bus. That was the last time. My mother was like, "Yo, we done moved. Like, it's nothing but white people. You're gonna have to figure out how to operate around these people because you can't fight all of them.
Damn,
you just can't fight all of them because that was my only option.
My freshman year,
if you said anything to me, I was fighting.
My freshman year, my first year here in Georgia.
Ninth grade?
Ninth grade.
Yeah.
And I'm in PE, dressing out. And at that time, it was me and an old friend. And we're dressing out, and we went to PE, and we were playing some game. I want to say it was like dodgeball or some shit.
Oh, speedball is what it sounds
like.
Yeah.
Speedball. Thank you. That's what it was. Speedball. Something happened while we were playing speedball between my old friend and these two white boys. So, of course, I'm going to ride with my friend. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he was wrong or not. I don't care what the fuck happened. I'm going to ride with my homie. We go back into the locker room, and they were talking some shit, but none of it. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Nothing happened. The very next day, though, we're dressing out, and we were supposed to be playing speedball again. And word got around. They said, "Oh, yeah, we ain't playing with them niggas." The white boy supposedly said this.
Oh, damn.
So I'm like, whoa. Me, I don't give a fuck where you're from. If you're black, you're taking offense to that from some white people saying it. And you know what I mean? This is my first real time around some white people for real.
The crazy thing is, bro, I had to work to be upset at that because so many white people say the word nigga today.
Oh, I heard it the other day, and I almost punched this guy in his face, but I was like, wait a minute. Did I hear something wrong? There's no way I heard that no one else is saying anything. But more on that later. So,
all right, yeah, we can get in that later.
So I'm like, there's no way they said this. Someone completely else said, "You got problems with those two?" I'm like, "What you talking about?" Well, they was, was talking crazy. So now I'm like, yo, hold on, wait. Are either a couple different people are trying to see a fight go down, right, or a couple different people are telling me some factual shit.
Yeah.
So at this point, my old friend is completely out of it. At this point, I'm taking it personally.
Yeah.
So I stepped to one of them in the locker room that day, and I'm like, "Yo, I hear you popping shit. Like, what the fuck were you saying?" "Oh no, I wasn't saying nothing." On everything, bro. The entire locker room is now looking at me crazy because I was originally dressing out in a different gate. At Collins Hill, there were like different like sections. Yeah. So I walked across to go to that one. And I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck am I hearing? You got something to say? Like, tell it to me. What's up?" No. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. But you said something. What you say? Tell me what you said. He didn't want to repeat himself, and I got mad, so I just swung on him. And we just started going at it.
Yeah. And that's the only way not to go outside in a situation like that. I was just playing flag football, man. And these niggas was getting mad at each other, and like this one dude stood on like the flight of stairs, like at the top of the stairs, and he was like, "What's up, dog? I'm here now. Like, what's up?" And buddy, like, if you ever watch niggas that's talking like they about to fight but clearly don't want to fight, it's not only funny, but it's like the saddest thing I've ever seen. Like, I'm looking at it, and I'm just like,
"Are you for real?"
Somebody needs to tell y'all that y'all look fucking dumb. Like, the only way you can go out now is to hit. Yeah. You gotta thump, bro.
You gotta bump.
Why? Because
you gotta go.
The funny part is, dude stepped on the top stair to meet the dude.
Yeah.
And the very second, Mike, I kid you not, the very second his 2 feet got on them top stairs with the dude, he took 1 step back. The second he got on that man level, he took a step down. I said, "What the fuck did you walk up the stairs for? Just to walk down the stairs? Like, are you niggas really that afraid of taking a hit?" It's not that bad, bro. Like, it's not that fucking bad.
Bro,
like,
pain is temporary.
It's extremely temporary. And in a
And
fight,
that's
when
the
you
scary
get
part
hit,
about it.
it just builds adrenaline. So, like, you got to get thumped out, bro. Like, ain't none of y'all niggas throwing one-hitters
Yeah.
while a motherfucker's staring at you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This ain't no sucker punch shit. Niggas are so scary, bro.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are scary these days. That's why everybody's so loud.
You know what's crazy? I was scared coming up, but at that time, I had never been in a fight.
Yeah.
I didn't even know if I knew how to fight at that time.
You know what?
So I was like, I'm not really trying to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then once high school came and I just started finding myself, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this. If I go out badly, someone out with, for a reason.
Go out. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Man, I remember I slap boxed this one Dominican guy at 9th grade year.
Yeah.
9th grade year. And that was when I fought somebody, not really fight, we were slap boxing, but that's when I really found, like, some people out there got speed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Some niggas out there do this.
we playing, just, you know what I'm saying? I went to swing, and I knew he was going to duck it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He ducked it, so I went for the haymaker, but he dodged that, too. So at that point, I was way too far out. He said, bah, bah, bah. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He got, like, 2 hits and then, like, skinned me on the third. I was like, holy fuck. How the fuck did he move so quick?
He was a boxer?
You might know him. Adrian Wrighton. Dominican guy, he went into the Marines. Yeah,
I really only know one Adrian by name and face.
Damn, well.
That's it.
Yeah. But shouts out to you if you ever do see this, because you're the first person that I had slap boxed, and bro, he hit me so hard one time. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm good. Yeah. That was when I told that told me right there. Yep, I got to keep on practicing.
That's all shit.
And from that day,
when I was coming up, I was afraid to hit people in the face.
Oh,
because I just figured like, your face is kind of hard, bro. I could like hurt my hand, so I was always punching niggas in the stomach, bro.
It wasn't even that for me. For me, I was like, yeah, I'm scared to hit people in the face because I know if I get hit in the face, I'm blacking out.
Nah, I was truly just afraid to hurt my hand. It didn't make sense to me. I was like, it feels like I'm punching concrete. So I used to like back in Cleveland.
I was so scared for my hand.
Up until I was probably 13 or so, I was strictly punching niggas in the stomach. Yeah. I would kick you in your fucking face. When you fell, oh my God,
you getting curb stomped.
Yo, you want to tell some, oh my God.
You gonna bite the curb.
You want to tell some street fight tales? Like,
ooh,
that's why I can't get into a street fight now, because I still remember all my techniques. And I'm bigger now, bro. I'm like, yo.
We not talking street fight.
27-year-old you kick you in the face while you down, I'm going to try to put a hole in your
teeth.
head.
You losing teeth. You losing your whole jaw.
Savage growing up, bro.
Yo, my mom told me about this fight she got in New York, and she was curb stomping the chick head in, and I'm just like, damn, this is where I get it from, huh?
What's wrong with people's parents? My father said he did that too.
Damn.
That's the craziest thing I know from my pops. He said he made somebody bite the curb.
Yep.
My pops got an ill story. See, when he was small, you know, all them niggas back in the day, because I came up with it a little bit too. You used to run to the store for your parents.
Yeah.
So he was always running to the store, and he was kind of small on the block, so he was always getting robbed. Just my fault. Just standard mugging shit. So he said, you know, I was young, whatever. So I bid my time, you know, took my little lumps. He said by the time I hit 15, 16, and I'm, you know, Uncle Rock used to be like a hella fire boxer. So he was like, you know, Uncle Rock kind of started working with me a little bit, and I just grew.
Yeah.
He said, man, I took to the streets. I found every motherfucker that used to bother me. Like, and you know, they all 19, 20 now too. So it's man on man. He said, dude, I got my retribution on everybody. If you robbed me while I was a kid, when I got older, I whooped your ass. Damn. And it was just left it at that. Niggas is different these days. But yeah, my pops got that. And my mom, she said she bit somebody's face and took a chunk out their face.
Whoa, Mike Tyson, man. God damn.
You gotta do what you gotta do out here, bro.
Hey, in street fighting, I agree. Mike
you gotta
Tyson,
do what you gotta do. That'll get somebody to leave you alone. If you bit they She said I could feel the skin break. I said, please, I don't want to.
You know what? You're right. Story. I have last story before we go back on topic.
Truly, street
completely went to street fighting tale. I remember one time I was real young. I was living up in Jersey at the time, and I was visiting my god sister's family. And me and her were walking to the bodega at the end of the street, and this one lady she yelled her name, and I'm not gonna give her no clout or nothing and actually say my god sister's name, but
yeah.
She was like, "Hey, you've been talking shit about my I don't know if it was her niece or whoever the fuck. My god sister at the time was in high school. So you know, we right there in Newark, and she's just like, who? She was like, nah, don't try to play dumb, bitch. And she came from off that porch and came over to my guys' and I'm young, bro. I'm like 9.
Damn.
And I see her just swing on my guys, and I'm just like, oh fuck. And my guys ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
So she was sitting there trying to swing back. This is a grown ass woman though, like a grown ass lady fighting a high schooler. And that's when my eyes were open for the first time. I'm like, oh shit. It's real out here.
It's real out here, man.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, we telling this real out here stories? I got a funny one.
We're supposed to go back on topic.
Hey.
We're going to get back to that. But anyway, back I guess.
Where the fuck we was with that?
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
Man, what was the topic?
Obama and
we've been all over.
same-sex marriage.
Yeah. Oh, so let me just end that thought. Yeah, so I agree, or I believe Obama, whether intentionally or not, played a big part in providing the U.S. with an additional way of dividing the community with the whole gay thing, gay marriage, all that associated with it, because now
there was a lot happening around that
people
time.
are getting way more sensitive.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what else I remember around that 2007 time. Now, this is actually kind of like historically inaccurate.
Now, remember, Obama didn't become president until 2009. So
yeah, right.
let's just say in his second term at the latest, it was like 2016, 2015 when gay marriage was legalized, which we know was before then. I believe it was like 2013, 2014. But I'm just going to say 2016 just for comparison's sake? Yeah, no. Is it comparison? What's the word? For reference sake.
Hold on, what was you trying to say again? I forgot. I was thinking of something else. You said
Obama helped create an additional way of dividing the country.
Well, no, you're trying to think of the word.
Reference sake. For reference sake, I'm just gonna say 2016. Because I don't know the specific date that it was legalized, so I'm just gonna say 2016.
Just to make sure you catch it.
Yeah, just to make sure that we're in that umbrella.
Yeah, and then like something else that was happening around when he got elected that I remember like thinking at the time. That's when like the reality TV that we watch now, that's when that shit like had first like just started jumping off. Like, go back to like Flavor of Love and shit like that. And, like,
oh my god!
I remember looking at the very first season of Bad Girls Club. The only reason it caught me is because I have a sister. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of looking like, what the fuck is this?
I've never seen.
And I remember, bro.
But I've never seen a lot of things. I've never seen The Wire. I know.
Nah.
Don't flame me. I know. I've never seen The Wire. And so I hear back and forth like it's a must see. And the other people are like, man, you can do without it.
People who say you can do without it are more accustomed to how TV is made now. The Wire is very much in the past.
Yeah.
It's very much more like, it's got subtlety, it's got nuances. Everything ain't just... Like, I'm trying to think, what's a good show now? I don't know, because truly I believe everything is shit. And like any show I ever catch anybody I know watching, I'm just like, what the fuck are you watching, bro? This shit is retarded. Like, it's not funny, it's not nothing, but The Wire is really fucking good.
Matter of fact,
and it's really fucking accurate. That's
you say
what
that.
It is. It's fucking accurate.
You say that. Quick shout out to any of you YouTube people out there who create substance and material to watch on the internet, because y'all are the reason, you know what I'm saying, that I'm still functioning today. Yeah. Because I don't watch regular television. That shit is bullshit. That shit is fake as fuck. It's like the memes. It's like the memes that say like, when you turn on HGTV and they're like trying to buy a house or something, this person's a school teacher and this person's a stay-at-home mom and their budget is $1.2 million. What the fuck? How? How the fuck does that work? Ain't no school. What the fuck? Not in my community. What school teacher in my community got a $1.2 million budget for a house and they're just a damn school teacher?
Ain't no telling, bro. Yeah, ain't
no
telling.
I don't even turn TV on. Nah, but if you are a YouTube content creator, thank you. Appreciate you. You're who I watch. But back to
what's that? Because Because what's that saying? Art, what they say, art imitates reality.
Yeah.
What we started to do is reality imitating art, which that might actually be the same. But and that was my original point I was saying to like when I stumbled on like the Bad Girls Club and was looking at like Flavor Love and shit like that. I remember thinking to myself like, people are gonna start acting like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I used to say it back then, and that's another human flaw is we like to pick and choose what we think we're gonna catch on to. Yeah. It's like that's not how shit works, bro. What you're exposed to is what you catch on to. It's that simple. So if all your TV is garbage, look at Instagram, look at Facebook. Perception. And I'm not trying to sound like crazy or old or nothing like that, but look at how bitches act on motherfucking social media, bro. They act just like even the bitches bro, that you know, and I've known them since high school or whatever, and I'm just like, you weren't like this.
That.
Like,
you were never
you
like
act
that.
like this now.
Yeah.
Because it's all you know. It's all you see. You can't help yourself but say, yes, 24/7. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Do you hear how that shit sounds coming out your face?
Right.
But they can't help it, man.
Yeah.
If you just getting along with everything, you just get along with everything.
It's like, it took me a while to really, like, process this and really, like, break it down as far as it really goes. But it took me in business to learn your perception is your reality.
Of course.
What you believe to be true is what you follow.
Of course.
And it's like, damn. When you really start peeling back layers on that,
I'm telling you,
that's facts.
Nothing is as complicated as people try to make it, man. That's what I say. I say it's real live rocket science out here, and there's real live brain surgery out here. And whatever you're doing or you're thinking about is not it.
Yeah.
Find a simple solution, man. Find a simple solution, bro. You out of shape, you're not getting enough work in. Start sweating more.
Right.
Oh, but
drink more water.
Sweat. Well, what's your diet looking like? It's probably terrible.
So, speaking of people acting a type of way, right? Cardi B.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Speaking of people acting a certain kind of way, so Cardi B and...
First official topic.
Yeah. First topic. I'm sorry. I don't know how long it's been. But finally, we're on track. So...
First sober podcast, too, I would like to say. Yeah. First sober podcast. I don't know if y'all can tell. First sober podcast.
I know, right? We got way more energy.
My eyes are probably big.
I know, right? You can see them. So Cardi B, this isn't the City Girls. Who's that other girl? Who's that?
That bitch with fucking zebra print?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully, the 200 people that watched our other podcast will leave some comments. Right? Let us know who this is. I would say it's a city girl. She looked like any bitch I done ran into anywhere with too much makeup on and whatever. I truly don't know who that woman is. She probably has a fat ass, though. She probably got a fat ass, bro.
Well, apparently she made that twerk song with Cardi B. Whoever that artist is. I don't know her name. I've only heard the song once. Matter of fact,
it's called Twerk?
Yeah, I think it's called Cardi B Twerk song.
So Cardi B still making music. That's what's
Let's
up.
see.
You know the last...
That's the City Girls. Okay, cool. So I was right. Okay. So I'm gonna put this up on the screen for y'all to see.
How many songs did she come out with since that I Like It Like That?
I like it like that.
Done is done with the gang.
I like it like that. Is that the song with J-Lo? No, she did a song with J-Lo. Wow. Dinero.
Okay.
Yo quiero dinero.
Okay, so she's tapping into the bilingual market.
Yep.
Nice.
She also did another song, a Spanish song, with Bad Bunny, I believe it was.
I think I remember reading about that, yeah.
I believe that's what it was.
That's two.
She also did a feature on the City Girl song.
Oh, so it's not her track?
No, it's not her track. She did a feature on this song.
Okay.
And
now, City Girls, are they a twerk group or they make music?
They apparently make music, but their first song was this twerk song. And you're probably going to catch it. I'm just going to play a quick snippet. We just got to talk just for, copyright sake. Let me fast forward a little bit. This is the video. But,
I wonder, that's what I'm trying to see. How many... Oh, yeah, this was the woman talking about how misogynistic it was.
No, it wasn't her talking about it. This was... I'm about to get to that. Maybe. Tiana Taylor be doing some videos like this.
You know what? I'm finna do something misogynistic.
I'm scared.
No, it's done.
Oh.
Yeah, I just turned the volume down. I'm not
Oh,
finna
perfect.
listen to this bullshit, but
Yeah.
I am finna watch these chicks move. Yeah, there's some misogyny for your ass. I'm not finna listen to this bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute it, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna watch it. Yeah. So.
Ooh, boy. That's what I'm saying, man. And it's like,
I gotta pull up the picture.
it's so thotty.
Yeah, it is. Point blank period. But anyway, so I'm on the internet, right? I've been seeing this song get some juice out here in these streets, and you know, City Girls been on their little promo run, and they getting interviews.
Because every video looks like that, so I'm really interested to continue watching that video. Because I'm like, how much twerking do you have to have in your video for it to be like a twerk video?
But you know what's crazy? Because I looked at that video in full, and it reminded me of like Nelly's tip drill video.
Bro, all that shit's been done before.
Yeah, for real. Gucci Mane got videos like that, all that.
Is it still up?
No. I can flip back.
Where's the twerk team? I'm offended. I know it's some Northside niggas out there. Them was the first bitches I was seeing twerk like that. Like when we was calling it twerk, because what do we used to call this shit back in the day? It was like popping or some shit.
Yeah,
you know
it was popping.
It was
Because
shit.
Snoop Dogg made it known as popping because he had that song.
Yeah. So now we call it twerk. Now it's twerking, and I remember the twerk team was the first bitches I seen twerking.
Yep. And they was out here in these streets.
She would have been real as fuck to put them in that video. I think it's just one of them now, though.
So, like I said, I've been seeing this song, you know, out here getting juice and things like that. I would probably
punch my sister clean through her chest if she ever put out a twerk video, bro.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It would be the worst thing ever.
Oh, God. I left the girl because of that.
It's bad.
I told her, like, straight up, you ain't about to post some shit like that on the internet.
Bad.
And she posted some shit like that on the internet. I was like, yep.
Shit just look stank. You feel me? I mean, yeah, I'm a nigga. I love to see booty cheeks, man. But I ain't gonna lie, the shit look terrible. Yeah. That's a bad look. I don't care what nobody ever says.
So City Girls run their little promo run for this song, right? Getting it out there, letting everybody know this out, et cetera, et cetera. Well, then they decided to do a challenge, or let me not say they decided to do a challenge. A challenge was made of it, and girls just started twerking everywhere to this song. Just like how people were jumping out of their cars doing the Running Man and shit like that to Drake's song, you know, shit like that. They started twerking and making twerk videos abnormally more than usual to this song. So then the City Girls and Cardi B decided to say, well, let's just make a twerk challenge and we'll give $25,000 to the best twerker.
The thing about good twerkers, it's only good twerkers and bad twerkers. Like, you can only not twerk. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen two bitches twerking that can twerk that I saw any difference in. Like, she's twerking way harder than she's twerking.
Right.
If a bitch can twerk, she can twerk. It depends.
It just depends on the body.
As long as you can jiggle.
That's it.
And you ain't doing the weird, awkward back movements that some of the white bitches be doing. So, but yeah, like, so all that shit is, like, really interesting to me, bro. I'm like, how do you judge two good twerkers? Like,
so I saw a meme.
Like twins.
And it made me have a thought. And I feel like my thought is going to be left field from your thought, from what you started to say earlier. So
I'm really upset by how much I'm trying to think of what a good twerker might be. Like, Julian's perfect twerker.
Who would be the epitome of a
I would get
twerker?
really deep because, like, she need to be wearing, like a midriff, you know what I'm saying? So, with a dip in her back, with, like, booty shorts with the cheeks out, with ankle socks.
She gotta have back dimples. She gotta have back dimples.
Back dimples. Gotta have back dimples.
Yeah.
Gotta have that little good crease in the back that you can see. And just bubble back there, bro. Like, and then show me some side angles. Like, I need to see the.
I gotta see the profile view.
Over,
I gotta see the profile view.
I need to see that angle, the cup back
How
there.
much cups are really there hanging? Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Because it might look good bent over. But when you stand up straight.
That would be the good twerker for me. The twerker that can do it with her standing straight up. Ooh! With the knees locked. Hey! You feel me? So let everybody know I just talked hella shit about twerkers, but as you can see, I love it.
With the knees locked.
You don't need to be public like that. But nah, yeah, with the knees locked, boy, standing straight up. Ooh, God, hold up.
So, this meme says, so they went around the world looking for the best twerker. Not the best African female astronomer, grassroots organizer, thinker, writer, or scientist, but the best black booty shaker on the planet. Will black feminists publicly check Cardi B, or will this blatant example of misogyny for profit be ignored simply because the artist in question is not a man? A clear reinforcement of the popular image of black women as sexually promiscuous being devoid of any self-restraint, the video is nothing more than a modern rendition of of scenes from early Jim Crow movies that popularized the very same stereotypes. Now, how long will we participate in the destruction of our own public image?
That is such a deep thing to say, and it requires a lot of really bare-boned answers. And
they got way deeper than I'm going to get.
And yeah, I don't even want to speak on it, I should say. I don't even want to speak on it because I get really deep about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna say this:
there's a lot of bullshit in the black community, man. There's a lot of demons we gotta exercise before we can really try to start making some type of self-image. Because the same exact self-image that we really tried to get away from, like back in the day, like the '90s, even some of the early 2000s stuff, we completely flipped it on its head. In which it's like, I understand, it's like you kind of want to take ownership back of what you were being demonized for,
right?
But it's like a vicious cycle, man. It's like, but do you want to be known as just being a twerker, even though you can do it now and feel quote unquote empowered by it because you can get paid a lot more money for it? Is that what you want to be known for? Like, is that what you want young girls to aspire to?
It's like these Instagram models.
Cause you can be free in mind and do a lot of shit. Why you gotta be? And that's another thing, looking at like IG live videos, every girl that's got like a little bit of money about themselves and they always go somewhere on their birthday, they go to some island or some shit like that. What do they always record themselves doing with their friends?
Getting ready, twerking, shaking their ass, drinking.
Boom. And I said, now what was the first thing somebody want to do when they finna have some fun is be a straight hoe, like just straight up.
Well, we said it earlier, maybe not being a hoe, but acting in some hoish ways.
Why you go to that? That's the very first thing you do. Which I know somebody gonna be like, well, niggas, y'all don't do nothing but, let's see, what do niggas do? Niggas put their money on camera, which is dumb, but, you know, whatever.
Setting yourself up.
We put our money on camera. I hate niggas that smoke in the camera, like they they smoke the blunt, blow it in all that shit is dumb, like.
Like, nigga, yo,
but it's fun.
Different.
It can be fun, so I'm really trying to understand. I sound old, bro. I sound so old, bro. And the thing is, I'm like, I'm not an old nigga, bro. And I'm not some backwards thinking like I'm extremely progressive, whatever the fuck y'all think that mean. But like, I'm progressive past progression, nigga. Yeah. Nigga, do you. Like, I don't give a fuck what you do, and I don't give a fuck to hear about it.
Progressive past progression.
You can quote that, bro. You can hashtag that shit. I'm clean straight through. Do what you want to do, my nigga. Like, do what you do, bro.
Damn.
I'm just gonna sit there and try to figure it out. I don't know why. It's just who I am. And a lot of that shit is because of my sister. Like, I look at my sister like most niggas look at their daughter. Like, I gotta make sure you don't get out here in this world and start doing some crazy shit.
Bernie Mac said, your one job as a dad, or in this situation as a brother, is just to keep your daughter off the pole.
Bro, that's it, bro.
Dog, what? I see my sister out here. You think for 1 second, if she dare even post something close to twerking, she not gonna hear from me?
Oh my God.
I'm pulling up on her, and I'm not even gonna tell her what it's for. Where you at?
I think the worst.
Are you at the mall? Hey, stay there. I'm about to meet you there.
Facts, nigga.
I'm about to put on a show.
Yeah.
You not gonna do that again?
Nah. Yeah, I think the best and worst thing I ever told my sister was like, if you put some shit like that out, and I hear about it, or you put it on the internet, I said it'll be the last time you hear from me. Yeah. I'm gonna cuss you out, and then I'm probably just gonna vanish, bro. Like,
we're probably gonna get flamed for this. Oh, you don't let the woman be free.
I don't give a shit.
She should be able to post that if she wants to.
Check it. I got cousins, and I got a dad. Not just respects. I do have a brother. My brother has special needs, so he don't fall in this category. But for the men in my family, now if these niggas was walking around making dick slinging videos or something weird like that, trust me, I would be at they fucking necks. So this shit ain't It ain't a woman thing.
It ain't
and
a one-sided argument.
It's a acting clean out your head type of thing. Why are you being
There's
this damn
some
weird?
things you do not need to
That's
put
all.
on the internet. That's
That's all.
it.
That's
and if
all.
you do, now you start looking like these people.
And we not them.
At all.
We not them.
And I will not relate with you if
No.
you do want to be one of them.
We not them. Yeah. But
Period.
do it. Like, I'm not going to always be around you handing you pamphlets or something. There's a little bigger. Have you looked at schools this week or nothing? Nigga, look. All right, look. Hey, my sis, you know what I'm saying? My little sister, she decided she want to be a thought. That's cool. If y'all going to let her stay in your house, she can be a thought. Just know I'm not going to be around because if I can't lose respect for people and still be in the same room with them. Right. You understand? Because that's being fake, bro. Like, that's the definition of being fake to me.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I can't do it.
That's
I still
a fact.
love her to death,
if
but I just
don't,
have to disappear.
Yeah. Nah, I agree completely. So,
and that's how you let people do their thing.
What I had to say about this, right? I was disgusted by it. When I found out that they were really giving out $25,000 for this.
Oh, my God.
Like, okay, granted, in the hugest grand scheme of things, $20,000 is not a lot of money.
No.
But $25,000 is a lot of money to somebody who dedicated their life to trying to actually better us as a community. Period.
Yeah.
There's other people who may not even be trying to make moves out here in the community, but need the money, but instead, you want to give it out to somebody shaking their ass. Like, I was just grossed by it. Like, I don't want to say I was legitimately, like, pissed off, like, oh, I'm no longer a Cardi fan or nothing like that. It ain't nothing like that. But I was just like, really?
Are you a Cardi B fan?
As in, do I like her music?
Yes.
I like her music.
Okay.
Yeah, I like her music for sure.
Damn, for sure?
For sure.
Let me think.
I can name a couple Cardi songs that I like. Matter of fact, off her album. I like her album.
That Invasion of Privacy was a good album.
I did like her album. And I said it was definitely a very good album.
Which I'm not surprised. She's a genuine person.
The only thing, I still say she loses to Nicki because Nicki writes her own shit. At the end of the day, I respect the artist.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
And when I compare the two,
yeah.
Flame me if you need to. Nicki is an artist. She writes and puts her stuff down.
Yeah.
Cardi spits what she's purchased.
Of course, yeah.
Which I don't take anything necessarily away from that. I don't fault you for getting your money, however you got to get your money.
Of course not.
But when I put you side by side with a real artist, the artist gets it.
Of course.
Right.
That's like saying who's a better artist? Anybody that has ever sung anything or Kirk Franklin?
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
How can I? Who cares what Kirk Franklin has choreographed or whatever? It's like, he ain't on none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to go to the artist. But if you say, like, who's more successful or some shit like that, then, man, then you have to kind of say Kirk Franklin. But
yeah, for sure.
But that just, I only said man like that because that's people, is he making his money? I'm just like, bro, y'all blow my mind, bro. Y'all really blow my mind.
The internet is a hell of a drug.
It is, yo. I have thoughts about that shit like at least once a week where I'm just like, I really, really wish, not the internet, because I need to be able to look shit up. I need social media to blank out. Straight Thanos style. I need it to just all of a sudden not be here. Motherfuckers go on their phone and can't even find their Instagram tab. You type it in, and it sends you what's them old HTTP messages, them 440s.
404 error not found.
Error not found. Facebook, Skype. What the fuck? What's the other S?
Right.
Snapchat. Facebook,
Twitter.
Snapchat, Twitter, IG.
Yeah.
Fucking Tinder. All your shit.
Whoa.
All your shit. Yeah, nigga.
I'm talking shit.
Find that bitch outside. She outside now.
I know,
Her
right?
computer don't work. Now she's outside.
Hey.
All that shit shut down. We need that shit to shut down for a while.
See, social media really empowered people in a way that they feel like they have real power. That's scary. Because these people really think they have real power out here.
People do not deserve to feel like they are empowered.
That's what the government says to us. And that's scary.
That's what the government said?
I'm just talking shit.
Oh. No, because I'm like dead ass. Like,
crazy thing.
You don't need to feel empowered.
Apparently, YouTube's new terms and whatever.
Yeah.
For 2019, their focus is removing all conspiracy-related content from their platform.
That's dangerous.
I'm gonna have a conversation with you off camera about an idea I had.
That's dangerous. Cause that is extremely dangerous because they are very blatantly saying
You don't have
we're
freedom
going to remove.
to post.
Yep, we're going to remove any type of alternative thinking.
Yep.
On YouTube. That's dangerous, man. I'm oh my god, that's terrible. Yeah, no, we just need to shut the whole thing
That
down.
shit is trash as fuck.
We need the whole thing gone.
Yep.
We need the entire thing.
Social
gone.
media is one motherfucker, and now it just upsets me because now they've incorporated
good,
buying and selling everything with social media.
Yeah, we need to get rid of all of it.
Let Go, you could tie your Facebook to it. OfferUp, you could tie your Facebook to it. You could log in straight from your Facebook credentials.
Oh yeah.
Like what?
Bro, I got so much shit where I just use my Facebook login for it. Like
right.
Crazy.
Log in with Facebook. Oh, whoop, boom. Quick click, I'm in. What?
Yeah,
that's scary.
We shouldn't be doing that probably.
We're in a trash place.
Oh yeah.
And the crazy part is, just like we said last week, we saw the internet blow up.
Yep.
In our lifetime, we went from...
That's why I have a different relationship from it. I went my first 16, 17 years with no internet. With no thought of it, bro. And I still hold true to that shit. Like,
I was in high school.
Selfies, bro. I still have not figured out how to take a selfie.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, it's your angles. I don't know fucking angles. I didn't even like geometry.
Yeah, no. Only angles I use is in pool, my nigga.
You feel me?
That's it.
That's
it, bro.
Hey, I'll kill the fuck out of some 8-ball.
That's it. But
catch me in iMessage. Hey, $2 games, $5 games, run it.
Oh yeah, all that
but
selfies and shit like that, like
yeah, fuck all that.
People are constantly taking pictures of themselves and constantly video recording themselves for no other purpose.
People see my Instagram and they're like, "Oh, what did you just get a new Instagram or something?" No, I only got 12 pictures up there, bro. And it's only real like quality moments in my life.
Yeah.
Just because these are some really big moments for me. And every time that I have a big moment that I feel like I want to share, I'll share it. But I have so much content, pictures, videos from different times of my life that nobody could ever see. Because only I got that. Matter of fact, I saw another meme. It's crazy. I be on the internet crazy. And social media.
Yeah.
I saw another meme that said millennials in their 65s, in their 60s. They had a smartphone and they were like, "You want to see every single meal I've ever eaten for 45 years?" And it was like a teen at that time, like,
no,
the fuck. And it's like, damn, that's what I see on my Instagram. The girls posting their meals.
It is all very dumb.
It is like
it's as dumb as it was when it first started. But I remember when it first started, motherfuckers was like, "Well, it's something to do. It's just new.
Yeah,
whatever."
Yeah.
But to see it evolve at the rate it should have evolved. Does that make sense when I say that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The internet should not have blown up the way it did.
Right, but the way we act on the internet did.
Everything
also, that comes with giving people that type of exposure.
That also.
It all came to pass.
Yeah.
It's fucking scary if you actually want to think about it, which I don't.
Yeah, I'm ready to get off that. Yeah. I'm ready to get off that because that's a whole
it's bad
heap of shit. That's a whole heap of shit.
People ain't shit no more, and I mean people ain't shit, dude. Your average person just ain't shit. Your average woman ain't shit.
That guy that you walk past in Target, yeah, he ain't shit.
Niggas truly ain't shit.
No, that's a fact.
Now, I'm only saying that because I always say bitches ain't shit. Now, bitches ain't shit and niggas ain't shit. It's a few of us out there. But bitches ain't shit, niggas ain't shit. What the fuck going on, Mike?
This is a fucked up.
It's terrible,
bro.
No, people are really as shitty as they portray.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and they show it. They'll show it.
And they dumb. They paper thin. They don't have nothing to think about. They don't have nothing to talk about. And it makes me want to fight them.
You know, it's crazy, right? I've seen I guess girls out there talking about, I'm looking for a guy that can hold conversation, right? Cool. Bet. Because guys are looking for women that can hold a conversation, right?
I'm not.
Well,
I feel you though.
Well, I don't want no fucking dumbass boogable, so.
Well, you know what?
I gotta be able to talk. If I need to have some money talking, none of my homies are around. Bet. Tell me, does this make sense? I'm about to run some numbers past you.
That's getting lucky. If you can find somebody like that, you got extremely lucky. I have lowered my standards because I've had smart women that are beautiful and that for whatever reason I just can't catch it with. It's a certain something. I've had dumb chicks. I've had all types, and I think the only thing I want now, I want you to shut the fuck up. when you know you probably just need to shut the fuck up. Not when I'm mad, but just when you ain't got nothing to say. Don't say it. I need a chick that don't think we're together, that don't think I'm with her, but she's with me.
Okay.
That's my perfect.
I see where you're going.
I need you to know that you're with me, but I'm not with you.
I see where you're going. Okay.
And I promise you, the woman that can figure that shit out will get everything. You'll get everything, bro. I'll always come home.
Yeah.
Because you're not bothering me or being unlikable.
Yeah.
Bitches forget that you got to still be likable.
At the end of the day, if I don't want to come home to you,
or if I don't feel like talking to you because you didn't nag me all day about whatever. And they do that shit just because they want to be next to you and say things to you. So they just think, well, then why do you want to annoy me?
Yeah.
Just, like, I'm flattered you want to be talking to me all day, but don't.
See, I'll say this. When it comes to, like, my ideal woman, right? I want a woman that'll understand, just like you said, I'm coming home every day. I ain't fucking with nobody else because I ain't got the time for these bitches for real. See, the side bitches always be wanting to step up into a higher role. So I ain't even got the time and energy for side bitches for real. You know what I'm saying?
Am I the only... Yo, you single.
Yeah.
I get offended when bitches want to date me. Like, I take that shit personal these days, bro. Seriously, like, I look at it like, what's up? What? You think you finna just tie me down?
Here's what I found on the web for alligator live.
How did I pull up Siri? Go away, Siri. Bro. Nobody asked for you. Alligator? What?
Yeah, she's like, oh, what? I heard what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're listening too hard. Sit down. See?
Yeah,
see,
I'm like,
Siri,
what?
I don't even want to come home to you.
You feel me? I'm like, what? You think you finna dictate to me, bro? You finna tell me some shit now?
Right.
Now you finna have some say. What the fuck I look like? I shouldn't be that way.
Yeah,
but I am, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, the second I hear you want to be with me, I'm just like I'm instantly beefing with you because I'm just like, fuck that. Because your idea of a relationship is fucked up. And you think I'm finna play a part in that shit? You think I'm finna give up this happiness that I have not being with you now?
Yeah.
I get to text you when I want. You always happy to hear from me. I get to pull up when I want. You always happy to see me.
That's a
now
great
you
point.
want to have me on ball and chain so
That's
I
a
can
good point.
so I can fucking be miserable, but you can have the benefit of having a man.
Right.
Of me in the street.
You basically like the thought of saying, he's mine.
Oh,
that's what it is. They like the thought of that.
They love it.
Yeah.
They love it.
So, I see where you're going with the whole wanting to date me part. That's not where my divide comes in. My divide comes in when you say you want to be with me, right? Let's date. Let's do this or that. And I ask you, what's different? What changes?
Boy.
And nothing
my
is
nigga
different.
Mike, bro, I clean almost walk smooth out this office, bro. I almost walk out this office, bro. You hit it, my nigga. They can't answer that either.
Yeah, they cannot answer that.
What's gonna change?
Nothing changes.
You know what changes? Their attitude.
Yeah.
That's what changes.
Because now they feel like they're justified in reacting and doing whatever the fuck they want because of this title.
So check this, bro. When I saw the Broly movie, the Dragon Ball movie,
we're going to have a whole separate segment on that movie itself. It's going to be me, Blaze, my brother, AJ. Yeah, we all got to jump in and we going to have a whole anime segment. But more on that later.
Niggas need to feel that shit too, because I know it's a lot of niggas, like thug niggas, bro, that love Dragon Ball Z. I try to remember all of them so I can tell them, like, yo, bro, they came out with a movie for the real ones.
Yeah.
Go back and watch it. But anyway, so I was sitting there watching a movie. I had this girl call me. She said, I need you to come see me. Now, what that sound like to you, bro?
You want some ad. You want some dick. That's all I heard.
Facts.
You want some dick.
Now, That's me asking one of my single friends. Now, I asked one of my friends that was married, and he, because he's married, he thought, he was like, well, it might have been some type of emergency. So I said, fuck you. That comes from years of thinking about your woman. From a single man's aspect, when we get that text message, that's what it means, right?
For sure.
So my very first thing I asked was like, are you in trouble?
Because, are you okay?
If you're not okay, then I'll pick up the phone. I'll see kind of what's up, whatever. Because, we was kind of doing a little thing together. But it ain't end up being that. Now, she never said, no, I'm not in trouble. But what she did do, she had space and opportunity to send me plenty of messages with plenty of lines in those messages. So when I see my whole phone screen taken up with 10 of your messages, I can just assume that, no, you're not in trouble. There's nothing going on. You just want my attention. You want it now. You're upset that you're not getting it. And now you're going to let me know how you feel.
Right.
Are you, like... The thing is, if you were to say that to a woman that you're not involved with, she would be like, that sounds insane. But let her start feeling you.
Right.
She'll do the same fucking thing to you.
Yep.
I love women to death, bro.
Yeah.
But they need help.
There's no understanding them. There's no understanding them.
Because they won't listen to you. How the fuck you ain't gonna listen to me about me? But I gotta listen to you about you, though. You know what
Here's
I'm saying?
the funny part.
Come on, man.
If I'm dealing with you every day, why do you think you shouldn't listen to what I'm saying about the way that you behave? If I'm literally like, hey, you bugging right now.
Like, you like smooth. You know what I like to tell them? I like to say, I like to stop them right when they tripping, right when they calling me the biggest asshole they ever known. I like to go, I think about yesterday. Or just the last time you saw me and everything was perfect.
Yeah.
Think about that. Think about that. Think about how wet you was with me. Think about all the good things I do to you and for you. Now, I'm the same nigga you cussing out halfway to hell right now. Yeah. What changed? Did I just change in 24 hours? Nope. Or are you going through some emotional shit in your head? Yeah. It's not personal.
Yeah.
But it is how y'all are constructed.
Yeah.
Women are constructed to go through their emotions.
And see, women, I believe, a study said, use both sides of their brain.
A lot of niggas are very emotional these days. For the 2019 naysayers and hater blockers or whatever y'all call yourselves these days. You don't think men, because that, whenever we do get a comment section, that'll be the whole comment section if I were to say that and leave it. Oh, this nigga don't think men have attitudes. I remember this one time. Yeah. Look, niggas have attitudes all day long these days because they are some pussy-fied ass men out here.
Nah, they some hoe ass
But
niggas for real.
In general, you know what I'm saying? Black, white, Hispanic, old, young, baby, dead. Women in general are more attuned with their emotions. It's how they come up. That's the role they play in society.
For sure. They mother
need
in that.
access to their emotions, right? A man doesn't need access to his emotions for what he's looked to provide. He
it's
don't
like they
need
say,
to have his emotions readily available.
If you have a woman raise a child and a father and a male raise a child, the woman will say, "No, don't do that." The baby might try to do it again. No, don't do that. Mm-hmm. No, don't do that. No, don't. And they're gonna keep on doing it. And the male is gonna say, "No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Look, do that. Go ahead. You'll learn."
That's all, bro.
They have that emotional tie. Yeah. Oh shit.
Put the fork in the socket.
That's extreme.
You probably won't die. Yeah. You remember that shit though? Go ahead, bro.
Oh, you trying to touch that? Don't touch that.
I'm gonna tell this story.
Touch that shit one time. Go ahead. I bet you won't do it again.
Hopefully, some of my boys that I really came up with will remember this shit or will watch this and then remember. Now, I had a father.
Yeah, I had a father.
Now, I had a father, right?
Luke.
Motherfuckers had, the man throw the paper to your house. So I used to get the paper from time to time.
Yeah.
And I would read that shit for whatever reason. Who knows what I was reading for? So by the time he came home, the paper had already been rifled through.
Yeah.
Now, men like to come home, and I know now because I'm older. It's like, yeah, you want to come home and have your house the way you need it to be so that you can decompress and do your thing.
For sure.
Now, this man told me 2 times, don't touch the paper. Mm. Now, had I been raised by a single mother, I'd still be touching motherfuckers' newspapers. Would never have learned that boundary.
Yeah.
But because I had a dad, stop bumping the table. Because I had a dad, because I had a real life father, the 3rd time I did that shit,
yeah,
my man made me put on our boxing gloves. We had 2 sets.
Ooh.
He took me in the garage. Now, when we squared up, I was like, am I supposed to just hang on the wall and like it? He was like, you can swing back.
You can swing back.
So he knew I was gonna swing, and
Yeah.
I swung, and he, being more experienced than me, slipped it right to the body.
Bow.
And
Ooh.
proceeded to thump me the fuck up.
Yeah.
45 seconds, it wasn't too long.
Yeah.
Felt like a long time.
Right. In 45 seconds, you getting well.
Not only was I okay, I ain't had no permanent damage, a little busted lip, whatever. No damage, and I never touched a paper again.
Yeah. Straight like that.
And then you learn boundaries. It's,
Point came across.
It is what it is.
You learn.
Now, yeah, I know my mom was somewhere and she probably patted me on the back and, it's okay, whatever she might have said.
Yeah.
Because that's her role. That's what make it take two to tango, man.
Yeah.
People keep trying to, I don't know, you can get deep in that shit too, but yeah, that's all. And it's okay. Yeah. Women, it's okay. Women start to think that their role is less important. And I'm like, what is, this gonna sound bad too, because all they're gonna hear is the big. But what is LeBron without his supporting cast, bro? He's not LeBron. That sounds terrible.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely
it's that way.
To an extent.
Who is Michael Jordan without Phil Jackson, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
He wasn't going to get the rings without Phil. You got to, that's just what it is. And I turn it on every woman that I deal with. Do you want to take my spot? Of course not. Why would you?
Right. It doesn't.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to go out to dinner and pay double.
God.
I don't want to do that shit. But it's what I do because it just is what it is. And some shit just ain't meant to be argued over because as humans, that's the thing we have over animals. We get to think differently. We get to have alternative thoughts. We get to go, well, why? A lion don't motherfucking ask why he's chasing raw meat all the time. A motherfucking cooked steak might taste better, but it don't matter because this is what I do.
So I have a question, just because you brought it up,
What's
right?
up?
You just happened to say something about women. Would you date a woman with kids? I'll tell you why I ask in a minute. I know you said you don't want to pay double, right?
So
but you got to understand.
Triple.
Triple, quadruple.
Whatever.
You feel me? However many.
I don't want to deal with the fact that another man has already made a home in you. Now, none of this is to say that I won't date a woman with kids. This is just what goes through your head.
Yeah, this is one of the first
thoughts.
thoughts.
With the fact that I think every baby mama, it seems like they need like 5 to 6 years of like no contact with the baby daddy to be truly over it.
Yeah.
Until then, it seems like that. 5 to 6 might be a little steep, but it always seemed like even when if all they do is get mad, you control a woman's emotions.
You control
You
her.
control the woman. So even I don't appreciate a man being able to call you and get you in your feelings. I just can't stand him. He isn't. He that.
See the way that you got riled up just talking about the nigga?
He's still in you. Well, yeah, I had his baby. Exactly.
And this
I'm
is
sorry it
exactly
didn't
where
work out.
the tension comes from. Like,
That's all.
yeah.
So, yeah, I will, but I don't want to. So I'll say I won't. just to make sense. I don't want to sound like I'm on every side of the fence. No.
Okay.
I will not date a woman with kids.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I am doing her a disservice because I do know for a absolute fact that I want me and my woman to go through the childbearing process together for the first time. That is a fucking bond. So no, I'm not trying to take your. I'm not gonna say nothing. No, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I don't want to do it.
Interesting. All right. So I only asked because you were talking about the whole, you don't want to spend this or that.
Yeah.
But, I was giving it some thought. And I realized I would. But.
Y'all need to because we pretty much all gonna have to. Y'all had kids yet either, do you, bro?
Nope.
Rare breed.
Yeah. They don't make them like
I don't know about
us,
you,
bro.
but I'm straight fear. I don't have no kid with these women because I'm afraid, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, if this shit go left and you try this old duck shit you be doing with these niggas, I'm going to jail.
See,
I'm
I
not
don't trust women.
enough.
I don't trust women enough.
Oh no. Oh
And see, that's my
God,
thing.
no.
I know women personally to this day who will say, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this guy's kid, but I'm just going to say it was this one.
It's terrible.
I'm just like, what?
It's bad.
You're going to do what?
It's bad.
I wish I'd kill somebody.
Oh, easy.
Kanye said
Try
it
to
best.
keep me from my kid. Shit like that, bro.
Kanye
I'm
said
real,
it best.
real about that shit, bro.
God. On his 18th birthday, he found out it wasn't his.
Oh, that kid dead. All right,
What?
kid. Now, like I said, I don't know if there's a maturity level that needs to be reached to be able to deal with stuff like that. I just know that if it is, I haven't reached it yet.
I also look at it like this. You said, you want to go through the whole childbearing process with your woman, et cetera, et cetera.
Definitely.
I don't even want kids.
Wow. You
I
don't
don't
want no
want
kids?
But I've been thinking about it recently,
Yeah.
right? Just because it's been coming up a lot in like mixed conversations.
Yeah.
My sister keeps talking about
Now all
my
of a sudden I'm
mom saying
looking
some
at you and
shit.
I'm like, I don't think I can see Jersey Mike with a kid. I just saw you kicking a kid just now. Like in my head. Okay, yo, chill. Yo, when you was on the phone with that girl and her kid came through, I heard the tone in your voice. You was like, all right, what's up, little nigga? Big ass eyes. Like, get the fuck out the screen. And to hear you say that, I'm like, yeah, this nigga Jersey is he's not fatherly. He's not about this kid shit out here.
To any potential woman out there, that was my goddaughter.
It was his goddaughter, y'all, but he said she needed to
my
get the fuck out the
goddaughter.
screen.
But nah, when it comes to dealing with kids, I'm real good. And this is the craziest part about it. I'm great with kids. I'm perfectly fine with kids. My thing about kids, one, I'm going to be tied to them for much longer than just 18 years. That's a big ass commitment. And granted, it's not that I'm scared of commitment, but that's a lot of fucking money. And I like to spend my money on myself. I'm selfish as fuck.
Woo-wee.
Selfish as fuck.
Speak your truth, Jersey.
Selfish as fuck.
Speak your
I like
truth.
cars. I like things. And me having a kid means all that gets put on the back burner now because I got to feed. Cars are expensive.
You can't just be under that hood all day, bro.
Nah.
Talking about you trying to find the 2-rated carburetor.
Boy.
With a cigarette hanging out your mouth. Yo, goddamn, look like an alternated 2-rated carburetor. You can't be outside.
Oh, the problem? Alternator.
Alternator?
It be 350.
That goddamn alternator. 350.
Why every car repair gonna be 350?
350. And it's always your alternator.
It's always the alternator. Matter of fact, yo, shout out to AD because I just talked to him earlier about his alternator. That's crazy. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm getting off this fucking subject in a second, but yeah, I'm great with kids. I just don't want to be stuck with that type of commitment, especially if I'm not actually having a family with the woman. You know what I mean? I can't have no baby mama. Because it ain't none of that, let me come see my kid on the weekends type shit. Nah, it's either I'm keeping them or we just ain't going to have one.
You know what else is crazy, man? People don't pay respects to relationships the way they need to and probably the way they used to. Like, I'm starting to agree with all that meet the family type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you need to be able to know if you can coexist in a room with her family. You know what I mean? Like,
and you got to remember, too, her family brought her up.
Exactly.
So she's going to act in some way, shape, form, or fashion like them.
Because if there's anything I know, I'm the dumbest nigga in the world to a degree if I think that bitch is attractive. I met this one girl's family, and I was talking to her uncle, and it was after many games of spades had been played, many blunts had been shared, many beers had been downed. You know, you done made you a little, what was I drinking out there? Some Jameson, you know, some strong shit. Jameson is strong as fuck for me.
It is.
And I'm out there talking to him, and he like, you know, oh, you dating, you with my little niece, you know, insert the bitch name here. Oh, you dating my little niece, man. That nigga looked me in my eye, and he said, look, man, it's the reason her mom ain't here with the family. Her mom is fucking insane. He said, I'm gonna pray for you, cause I know this girl. This girl is batshit, just like her mother. And he said, you's a strong motherfucker right now. And at that point, older people will tell you, that's your cue, bruh. Get out. But as a young motherfucker, you got, for whatever reason, you got to see.
Thinking with the wrong head. Thinking with the wrong head. Because you seen, oh, but she's so bad. It'll be worth it.
And you ever just got done? You ever had somebody talk shit about somebody you just fucked, like, good? Like, y'all just had a fucking wild session. Yeah. You feel me? And then you got her uncle talking shit about her, and you just like, boy, if you knew what your niece just did to me, nigga, I ain't leaving this bitch. She gonna have to kill me.
I don't give a fuck. How
you
crazy
just looking at him with the blunt in your mouth.
I don't give a fuck how crazy you say she is. I'm gonna deal with that.
I'm dealing with this one. I gotta learn.
Man.
Oh man, it's wild out here, man.
Yeah, I had that one, and it wasn't even her family that told me she was crazy. I knew she was crazy, but I said, "Dog, she bad as fuck.
They be fine.
She
bro.
all in.
You think it's just personality? You be
Oh
like, oh,
my
she's just,
god,
you know."
And that's the crazy part about it. We clicked on everything. We had never even been arguing or no shit. I'm like, nah, we gonna be great. We gonna be Gucci.
That's another thing these new bitches don't need. They don't need multiple arguments.
Nah,
like
just one. Just one.
And they show you like everything, and you're just looking at them like,
whoa,
this isn't even like a real fight.
That's the scariest part about it. It be about some bullshit.
You just mad because I didn't pick up my phone because I called you 3 hours ago. What? You can't get Apex mad over a little shit like that?
Yo.
Bitch, what you gonna do if I fuck up the money? Or if I do something? You know what I'm saying? If I do something.
I had this one girl. Let me tell you. She was fucking insane. This is how I knew she was crazy. When I met her, she would go out kind of often. And she was out one night, and I had texted her, and I didn't know she was out. I was like, yeah, what you doing? She was, oh, no, not the club. I was like, oh, shit. Well, nah, you do your thing. She said, no, I'm here. What's up? Like, let's talk. What? You out? What? You holding this whole conversation? So me in that exact moment, I was like, oh, shit. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
You down for me for real. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So we texting. I'm getting sleepy. It's like 2, 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole day at work. I'm falling a little sleepy. I stopped texting. When I tell you I woke up to 26 missed texts, like 16 calls, getting cursed the fuck out. How the fuck I'm gonna be sitting here texting you and go to sleep? I'm like, oh, what? Wait, whoa. Wait a minute. How did this turn left field that quick? Wait, what?
And that's how shit go, bro.
Just that easy.
Just
that easy. And I was like, yo,
that quick.
You psycho for real.
God.
Because it was goddamn 3 o'clock in the morning and nigga, I was tired.
Yeah.
Okay, that was just sign one. And I still was just like, nah, it was just a bad time. You know what I'm saying? I just want to text her next time when she out for real.
No.
And I just kept trying to give it a chance. And more and more things started showing me. Nah, nigga, run.
No.
Run.
Nope.
Craziest part was,
damn, all bad.
Damn, I think I was like this close to pulling her V card too.
Speaking of V cards, I'm glad I can segue into this. My very first chick, and on my life, anybody that's gonna listen to this that know me, they know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh shit!
I shouldn't have been with no other chick ever in my life, bro. And one of the very first things I remember her saying when I knew something was gonna be good with her, she said, we were talking about something. We somehow got on the topic of periods. She had been on her period like the last 4 or 5 days or some shit.
Okay.
And somehow I ended up knowing, but I never realized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I said, oh damn, I couldn't even tell. You know, just saying dumb man shit. Well, it's not dumb man shit because women love to tell you I'm on my period, so you better watch out. But if you say it, obviously it's a problem. Fuck that. So just saying, oh damn, I couldn't even tell. She said, yeah. This bitch was 15 when she said this, Jersey Mike. She said, yeah, she said, yeah, I get uncomfortable or whatever, but I don't think having a period is a reason to have an attitude. 15 years old, Jersey Mike. Now, at that age, she could deduce that just because something as involuntary as involuntary as a period, because you're a woman, it's what you have.
You're gonna have to deal with it
once a month. that don't give you
the reason or
to
the
be a
the
bitch.
privilege or the right.
To be a bitch for
Damn.
no other reason.
Damn.
Do you know how deep that is?
Yeah.
Because there are 30-year-olds that don't get that sentiment and that still use the fact that they have a period to be a complete bitch. And I'm just like, I had a 15-year-old when I was 16, so it ain't like, I'm 27 now, so it wasn't like, bro, I met this girl last year, bro. Nah, bro, we was both young, you feel me? But I knew her saying that, I was like, this bitch is different.
Yeah.
And she is.
Yeah.
She ain't got no social media. She got social media, but she ain't on it.
Yeah.
She one of them, you feel me?
Damn. She
Can't
low
find
key
her.
off the
Ooh,
radar.
she low-key, Jersey Mike.
Damn.
Why I had to be young?
Damn.
Had to fuck that up. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, if I can't find something like that, like, I don't trust a bitch with hella followers. Even if you ain't got hella followers, but you always on social media. Yeah. I know your mind is warped.
Yeah.
I don't really... You think different. You know what I'm saying?
I stopped talking to this one girl because she had so many fucking followers.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And shout out to Atlanta on FX. Y'all all know that show. Shit. Y'all all know that show. What my man say? I bet you don't watch it, though.
Nah. Never seen it. I don't even think I've heard of it. Atlanta FX?
It's not called Atlanta FX. It's on FX. It's called Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. With Childish Gambino show. Yeah.
Easily one of the more accurate shows
Danny
that
Glover.
I've probably ever seen.
I watched the first episode.
Yeah.
I never watched any more after that.
Yeah, which I'm not going to try to figure out a reason why, but just if you ever do go back and watch it.
I think it just moves slow at first.
It kind of moves slow, period.
Oh,
because it's not a genre. Sometimes I have episodes that are like really funny. Like they had this one episode where they're nigga, you live in Atlanta, bro, so you know how niggas jug out here. You know how niggas are just shifty.
Scammers.
They had one episode where he was trying to get a haircut. And the entire episode was about his barber just doing janky shit all day.
Oh shit!
Like stringing out his haircut. Like, yeah, dog, but I got you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, bro, you trying to run me up to the check cash spot real quick? Like, let me just real quick. You know how niggas are.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, just run me to my baby mama crib real quick, bro. Real quick. I promise, bro. I'm a motherfucking cut you up at her house, bro. But that's how it is out here for real. Yeah. So it's one of them shows, and one of his boys was like, what do you say, like? How many followers she got? And they was like 3,400. He's like, nah, dog. He said you can't trust no girl with over 2,500 followers. Like he said her whole perception it has changed.
Yeah,
and it has, but how can it? It's not her fault. You feel me? It just is what it is. When you get that much exposure and shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
The amount of inboxes that you get.
Yeah. Oh
DMs.
my god, it's crazy. Even a bitch with like 500 followers.
Matter of fact, the girl I was telling you about, right? She's a model, and I would literally watched her when she was starting her modeling thing when I met her. She had like 900 some followers at first, and it blew up to like 3,500. And I was like, damn! In a matter of like 6 months, I was like, damn! And no shit, me and her, we tried it right for like 2 months. Quickly had to let that go.
Oh yeah.
But we would still talk and like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We still had the attraction. We knew we were attracted, but we knew no. Yeah. You know? So I'm seeing some DMs and shit like that. I'm just like, God damn. Just scrolling. Just going. And she's like, yeah, these are the ones I never even responded to. Like, God damn. And you just had 3,500. The girl who I told you I dubbed just because I saw her followers was at like 21,000. I was like, damn, 21.
A K behind that.
Nah. Yeah, that's when IG don't even show the full number. You'd be like 21K.
And they get that just for looking good. A man with 21, bro, by the time you make 21,000 followers,
oh man,
your podcast has been in the works for the last 2 years. You've been shopping it around. You've been putting in work for your people.
Reddit.
Even if you had an 8-pack right now, my nigga, you couldn't just post that shit and get 21,000 likes.
No.
Ever. You had to already be somebody.
I might get a bunch of likes, but not a bunch of follows.
You get a bunch of likes from motherfuckers that's already following you, maybe.
Yep.
But a chick that looks good or has a big ass or got some titties, bitch might even just had nice lips.
That takes us back to that original point about social media giving you a false representation of power. Exactly. Because these women are selling their accounts to people for money because they've got all these followers. So then when you do push out, when you change from Victoria's Instagram to whatever business you got going on, Okay, now you getting a bunch of people to look and see it, but they're not even realizing that it was this one girl that they used to follow. Mm-hmm. Now it's yours. Yep. So they're just going to keep on. And I said, like, wait, I don't remember this. And then you go to it and it's like, this is their first post? Good. Yeah, this is like, what the fuck?
You can't give people that type of gratification just because they're attractive, man. It warps.
There's women out here on social media.
Man, like, it's just that real. And
cash at me so I know it's real. Excuse me?
Come on, man.
You want me to send you money because your face is nice?
Come on, man.
Are you for real?
And it's not an indignation on any one individual female, and it's not an indignation on females in collective. It's how society is, bro. It's how we are always going to be, man. So we have to prevent ourselves from doing dumb shit.
Right.
And social media is fucking dumb. It's doing a bunch of dumb shit. Yeah, it does some nice things, you know, small businesses. But I'll tell you this about hustlers, my nigga. Hustlers gonna hustle. It don't matter what's in front of them.
Oh, God.
Jersey been hustling motherfucking phones, PSPs, all that shit much longer before social media came out. So they gonna find their way, bro. So it ain't gonna cut out nothing that don't deserve to be cut out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all that vanity, man, all that fake love, all that quick to hate, it'll probably knock out most of that shit.
All that.
Everybody don't need to have their opinions heard, man. Truly, bro. Your opinion ain't shit, and you need to be ready to dismiss it at a drop, bro. On God. Yeah. I live by that shit. Like, if you were to tell me right now anything, bro, like, anything, as long as it made sense, I would change the way I thought about it. Because that's how it's supposed to be. What is your belief? Fuck what you believe.
Right.
Fuck what you believe, and fuck your opinion.
Yeah.
Because some things are indisputable. And if you run into something that's indisputable, you don't need to put your opinion on it.
Some things, what's understood doesn't need to be explained.
Right. Yeah. So, but.
See, matter of fact, that takes me to another point. This post said, when phones were tied, we were free.
Yeah.
When phones were tied,
you couldn't take that shit with
we you. Were free.
Yep.
When the phone had to stay in the house and you had to go inside to make a phone call, we were free. Because we weren't glued to our cell phones all day long. We were actually out, living our life. I remember back when people had pagers. Hey, call me when you can.
Yeah.
You got to find a payphone just to see, okay, cool. That was when you only knew 10 people phone numbers because you had to memorize them because unless you had them written down somewhere.
Phone book.
For sure.
Address book. Ain't that what you used to call them shits? An address book?
Yeah, address book. Shit, I call them phone books up top.
I don't know what, nigga. I ain't never had one.
No?
Not personally.
Damn.
I had a yearbook.
Oh, okay. Well,
so we all know how to yearbook.
I never had a yearbook. I have one yearbook, and that was my senior year.
To be truthful,
I lied. I have my 8th grade yearbook and my senior.
I gotta be all the way truthful, cause nigga, my parents wasn't even buying my school pictures, so I know for a fact wasn't nobody putting up 80 bones for no motherfucking yearbook. I just remember getting them. You remember how niggas used to get numbers at the end of the year for the yearbook.
I remember my 8th grade year. I paid $25 for my yearbook and thought it was expensive.
Bruh, that wasn't at Collins Hill, bruh.
No, that wasn't Duluth.
Collins Hill was charged. Well, that's still around this area.
Oh, wait a minute. That's when I moved to Georgia.
Yeah.
Going into high school, I finished out my 8th grade year in Duluth. Yeah, their first year in their new school. Was my first year in Duluth, and then I moved to Collins Hill District when I moved to Lawrenceville.
Yeah, I just remember yearbooks always being expensive, but I used to just walk around with like a notebook because, like I said, you used to get girls to sign your yearbook. You know what I'm saying? If they was fucking with you the whole year, but you ain't know it, they leave a number for you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I remember back then, girls would go and get their pictures taken, and then they leave you a little note on the back of it and give you a picture. I'm like, oh yeah.
Niggas will never know, bro. Don't leave me hanging, bro.
I got you, man. I got you. Dog, when you had the sauce, girls was bringing pictures of them to you. When you had the sauce, girls were bringing their pictures.
I forgot about
dog.
With that crazy background, it used to be like blue or something. But them bitches used to be looking
blue
cute
with the little white pole. They had their hand on. You know what I'm saying?
Them bitches used to be looking cute in them pictures, boy. Leave that little number. You be like,
don't forget to text me.
Oh, I won't. I remember that shit.
Leave their AIM name on the back. Leave your AOL.
I used to like when it was just have a great summer, phone number, heart. I was like,
See
oh,
you
she
next
about
year.
It. She ain't even trying to say no fuck shit. Had such a great time this year.
Right.
Hey, what's
Straight
up?
to
Here's
it.
my number. Bye.
Right.
Oh, no.
Hit my line.
Thank you.
Say
Yeah.
less.
Oh, it used to be so much simpler.
Man, it really was. So it's crazy because you know when I really think about that statement, it's facts. Because when you I really feel like 2019 and 2020, we're gonna see some big changes. And not just like personally, but like with technology. See, I look at it like this. I remember when the smartphone first came on the scene, it was huge.
Yeah.
iPhone was groundbreaking. We were able to do things we were never able to do before with a phone.
Yeah.
Ever since then, phones just got thinner, bigger, faster, smarter.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, why am I going to pay $1,500 for this phone this year when I could wait a couple months and literally pay half the price?
Yeah.
I really feel like we're going to see a huge change in the whole phone industry or just digital media, period. Because it doesn't make sense for the average person to pay these kind of... Dog, you can buy a car for $1,000 and you're selling me a phone for $1,000?
And I already have a phone.
And I already
when
have
you have
a
a
phone.
car, when you buying a car, you don't already have a car.
Right.
My dude already got a phone.
Okay, granted, the people with money, cool. They ain't sweating that. They can drop that. But I still know people with good money who are not spending $1,000 on a new phone.
Because they got good money. You don't get good money by making purchases like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then also, these phone prices are getting so out of reach for the people who would be ignorant enough to think, oh, this brand new iPhone is a status symbol, so let me go spend $1,500 on this phone. Now that price ain't so reachable.
Yeah.
So these phone companies, Apple, Samsung, just to name the big two, they're going to have to change something because their new phones are getting more expensive and we're not getting anything revolutionary.
Because we already revolutionized everything.
So it's just like, what's next?
Yeah.
We're going to plateau. And then what's going to take the forefront? That's the real question we need to ask.
To like the movement in music, you know what I'm saying? Like music it's taken, especially our music. I'll just keep it a whole rack. Talking about rap and shit like that. It went from like obviously like a skill based thing to now where everything is like how much in excess can you rap about? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
And then obviously you see music videos and shit like that. That's the only thing I do like about like all these twerk videos and shit like that is I'm like, the more we lean into that shit, the further away we get away from it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's kind of like if you go back to like the early 2000s after the golden era, you get motherfuckers like Jay-Z. You know, the rappers that's coming up, they know they can't be Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's kind of how you get like radio rap, and you get just like trap rap and shit that's just on a whole nother spectrum. Cause you're like, nigga, I can't get up here and wax poetically about the streets like Jay-Z can. So I'm gonna rap about this, you know what I'm saying? This money, these cars, these guns, and these bitches. But now that everybody's doing that to such a limit, it's gotta wear thin at some point, and then the whole new cycle's gotta start.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that with phones, and it's probably that's how things work. That's how the universe has always worked, regardless.
You made the comment earlier. It's a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle. So that's the only thing that gives me peace about how we take to Instagram and how toxic it all truly is.
We all just keep coming back to this word toxic.
It's toxic, bro. It's toxic, man. And I suffer from it, so I don't ever want to feel like I'm speaking on other people. You know what I'm saying? I fall victim to a lot of shit as well. I just have always been more on the outside looking in. Always. My nigga Kendrick has a great fucking line, which I'm actually about to steal. I'm not on the outside looking in. I'm in the dead fucking center looking around. That's my favorite line from that nigga. My nigga said, "I'm not on the end." He's a fellow Gemini. Thank you, sir. My nigga said, I'm not on the inside looking out. I'm not on the outside looking in. I'm in the dead fucking center looking around. That's always been me. So even when it was all Jabos and white tees, I had like a pair of Jabos and like 2 white tees. I wasn't all the way. I've never been all the way into any trend. Yeah. So it's always giving me that perspective where I'm kind of looking at the trend like, you know, what's going on with y'all niggas over here?
I did have one pair of Jabos that I would wear with 1 white tee and some white forces.
White forces.
Yeah. That was the one. No, that wasn't the only trend. Because the other trend I did also, I had I had 2 jerseys. Back when Jeezy really got big, Dog Motivation 101.
Yeah.
I could wear a different jersey every day of my life. Yeah, and basketball jerseys were huge then. Yeah, I had 2. I had an Allen Iverson one.
Hell yeah.
Had an Allen Iverson one because I was that nigga. And I had one from the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
I had a throwback Hawks one.
I had a Hawks jersey too. I think it was Josh Smith.
It was Josh Smith. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, I know it's somebody. And that was the second fight I had ever been in because I had let this nigga who I thought was my homie borrow my jersey. Then he never wanted to give it back.
Of course.
And that was a retro Josh Smith jersey.
Never.
And I said, yeah, I need that back. And he wanted to act like he was never going to bring it back. So I waited for him to wear it to school again. Bet. Just had to stole off on him.
That nigga had the balls to wear that shit to school. That's the thing, though. People don't think some shit coming for him. They just do what they want. And
that was here in Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
That was here in Georgia. So me coming from Jersey, I'm just like, this ain't about to go down like this, bro. Like I'm gonna play like I forgot, like I let it be, but I'm telling you, let me see you in this jersey again. I'm gonna try to rip it off of you. Pause. Like, just gotta clear it up sometimes. Like,
pause. Hell yeah.
But yeah, man. So when phones were tied, we were free. Like. I'm scared to see what comes next.
Well, nothing can come next.
Nah, we're going to shift. We're going to shift. We're going to go from being glued to our phones to being glued to something else.
No, it can't go that way, Mike. It can't go that way, man.
I'm predicting it right now.
This needs to
What's today's date?
The
28th, 29th now because it's past 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Tuesday, January 29th, 2019.
No.
1/29/19 at 1:47 for you number people out there.
No. This has to be the limit of human vanity. This has to be the limit of trolling.
Oh my god.
It has to be the limit of the outrage nation. This has to be the peak.
I made a comment earlier.
We gotta start we gotta reverse the trend the other way.
I said to somebody earlier about Twitter. Twitter to me seems like seems like Reddit for trolls. This is where trolls go to manifest.
And see, this is a thing, you know, I be wanting to talk to like all different kind of people. I wish I could just go up to like random people that I get that vibe off of, because the thing, you know, they say with like Twitter and shit, I've never had to deal with this, so it's a different perspective. But they say, you know, that's the people that go through life never being heard. That's why they use Twitter the way they do, because even if they're saying some fuck shit, you have to hear them.
Yeah.
I've never had a problem being heard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not like some big talker, but I'll just keep it like surface level. I've never been a geek or a lame. I ain't never been on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, y'all look so cool. I've always been in the crowd. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I've never had to feel ostracized about shit like that. So when I see people tripping on and they just want to be heard, that's a perspective I don't know, because I'm like, nigga, if I want you to hear me, you'll hear me. I've never had a problem being heard. So it's like, I would like to talk to somebody like that, you know what I'm saying, that truly trolls and shit, just to get their perspective. Like, what is it that you get out of this shit? Because to people like
What's
me,
your enjoyment?
Yeah, to people like me, bro, you're destroying Earth, nigga. You're doing a disservice to people.
Yeah.
You just are, you know what I'm saying? So I would like to know why people feel like they need to be that way.
was like that kid that they said killed himself because he had that bag, that something bag. That's oh well, I don't remember.
Oh shit! Speaking of Atlanta, they
ignorant.
touched on this shit in Atlanta, bro. Remember how ruthless we used to be back in the day when we was young? Like if we knew you was wearing some fake shit. So they had this episode where Buddy
Flame City,
bro. So, two dudes had FUBU jerseys on, the same FUBU jersey, but one of them was a knockoff, and one of them was real. And so the whole day in that little black school, it was like, whose jersey's real, whose is fake. You had to wait till you got the nigga that knew everything to come in there and be like,
no.
Because you know niggas used to do that. You used to look for like the Michelin S tag on your starter cap or on like your jersey.
Yeah.
Nigga, okay, so it's okay. I see it's
okay. It's got the actual stamp.
But let me look at the tag. Okay,
right.
You know, length times 2. Okay, nigga, this might be some Hardwood Classics. Yeah. Good. If your shit said Hardwood Classics, you had the real shit. If it said like Adidas or some shit back in the day, because they weren't sponsored by Adidas back then, so it was like, I don't know.
It was Nike.
But, and so they had that episode, and the dude who they determined jersey was fake ended up killing himself.
Oh, shit.
And so that was their statement on, like, you know, trying to fit into social trends and what type of toll does that take on people. Now, obviously, he had, in the episode, it was found out that he had troubles at home as well. But it's like, right, because everything is circumstantial. All adds up. So, like, yeah,
that's the way it is, though.
Bullshit at the house. Yeah. And then y'all, you know what I'm saying, kill him because his jersey fake. Now he feel like he ain't got no self-worth. Like I said, I've never had to feel no shit like that. But
yeah.
For people that do, you know, I'm just trying to be understanding because I know I've been talking a lot of shit. I want y'all to know that, bro. I'm always trying to understand, bro. But, you know, I mean, shit, some things I just don't.
You know, when I was in Jersey, I was mostly in private school. I came out here to Georgia and I was in public school because the school system was supposed to be so good out here.
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say. So it wasn't until I was out here in public school where like people were joking on me for having glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
You trying to clown me for glasses? See, the way I look at it is how you react to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The change. Because I was like, you joking on me for glasses?
Yeah.
So me, I took that as, well, fuck it, I'm about to joke back.
Yeah.
But other people are like, they take it personal. They take it too for real. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then now that simple joke that this person was saying, now it just got taken to heart. Mm-hmm. They felt that shit, and they're legit hurt. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, damn. Your reaction to anything is really what's going to determine the outcome.
Yep.
How were you brought up in your home? How were you how were you taught to deal with this?
Or what are you dealing with, or how you dealt with when you were a problem to your parents? Like, all that shit.
Yeah.
All that shit. I know that's why I still believe in fighting, because nigga, that's how my parents raised me. Niggas was getting whoopings if you motherfucking disobeyed, or if you was just being annoying, nigga, you could get your ass whooped.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? We wasn't getting trashed and nothing like that. I wasn't going to school with black eyes or nothing, but
right.
To this day, I hold that value to me. It's like, bro, if you are being that type of a person, I bet you if I meet you with some violence, you'll relax, because don't nobody like getting their ass whooped. Most people don't even like confrontation.
It's like I see some people walk into the room and like elders will be talking or something and they'll just jump in. Hey, da-da-da-da. Right? Yeah. But when I was raised, I was taught, no, you wait until they're done speaking. Yeah. Then you can come in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't just interrupt. And I'm just like, damn. That simple change right there, because if you did interrupt, what was that? It's like, oh, shit. I'm waiting. Like, go ahead, get your shit off. Get your shit off. Because when you're done, as soon as you got to take that breath, hey, question. And it's just like, damn, they've been trolling like millennials hard as fuck lately, because, you know, it's their time now. Or Generation Z or whatever the fuck it is.
We're called. I think we're Z,
and they're
people,
millennials.
Like what is it?
2000s and up.
Yeah. I was thinking like, because the cutoff is like 96.
Yeah, somewhere like around there. If you were a 2000s baby, you're a millennial.
Yeah.
Basically. So
yeah, we're Gen Z.
They said some shit like, some of you were never disciplined when you were younger, and it shows.
Yeah.
Some of you were never popped in the mouth for talking out of line, and it shows. And it's like, yo, these shits are facts.
Oh, big facts. And then you get people that's, oh, you think beating kids is like, bro, there's a difference between beating
There's
a
a
kid
difference in beating
and
your kid
disciplining
and
your kid.
disciplining your.
Physical discipline.
There's a huge difference.
It's a huge difference.
You can't sit here and say I'm beating my child because I slapped that nigga one time.
It don't make sense.
Not necessarily slapped in the face, but
No, man, fuck
Yeah.
all, bro, fuck that. You know you've been slapped in your face, B. Or maybe you haven't. I know I fucking have. Goddamn, I've been smacked in the face. You
I
be
think
okay.
there's a reason why I'm sensitive to my face being hit,
You'll be
but I
okay.
can't think of it. Like
Yeah, you'll be okay, man.
I remember one time I was whipped for an hour.
Man, them shits used to last all fucking day. I
Right.
remember getting woke up to get whooped. Nigga, you thought I was gonna forget just because you went to sleep?
Right.
Click, light on, wake up. You
Wake
like,
up. Come on.
Shit.
What you mean? Yeah, them dishes, they still in the sink. Let's go. You got to learn. I'm about to do them now. Nope.
But I can't tell you how many times when I was, when people see that you're still young, but you done left your parents' house when I was like 19, 20, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And people, I can't tell you how many old people I had look at me and go, I can tell you was raised right.
Yeah.
You was raised right. And the very first thing in my head was, I was like, I was just getting the shit whooped out of me. But that does it, and I'm not
It does
suppressed,
something to
bro.
you.
Like people think, oh, you're gonna be suppressed if you. I still vocalize all my opinions.
Yeah.
I'm still out here. You feel me? I ain't all traumatized. That shit. I just know right from wrong, bro. I know how not to get on somebody's nerves. I know how
Right.
not to talk out of turn, or I know how not to. I know when I'm thinking some bullshit, not to say it.
I know
what
how to
mean?
speak to elders.
I know how to speak to elders.
I know respect.
It's shit like that, man.
I know boundaries.
That's all, man.
I know when to and not to talk about certain things.
It's that I'm going back to because I keep thinking in my head. I'm like, Jew, it sounds like you trying to take people's rights away, but it's like to a degree, yeah. And I look at it like this. They say a person is not stupid, but people are dumb.
Right.
So take that. If you can take that same sentiment, because what it means is if you can get a person one-on-one, he can kind of vocalize himself a little better, he or she. There's not all these different things coming in their head that they have to try to siphon through. So they can just kind of talk to you on a level. You get to talk to them back on a level. I liken that to like kids. If you leave a kid by himself, whether or not you think, well, I got to leave him alone so he can do his thing. If you don't set parameters for that kid,
Right.
they will get into trouble.
Right.
Because you must set boundaries for a kid.
They have to know what's too far.
Exactly. Now, for person to person, I might not need boundaries for you, but as a conglomerate of people, you motherfuckers need boundaries.
Yeah.
And social media don't offer us no boundaries. And you can tell in the individual now.
Right.
Because you think you're entitled to say something just because you want to say it. And it's like, yeah, but think of if you were raised that way. And you were able to just say whatever you wanted to say. And that's how we were all brought up. It would be Armageddon out here. There's a reason for rules, bro. Like, and things
that movie Purge, that would be every day.
Easily. If
Trump would not be in power.
If everybody was just able to, from the day you was born, do what you want, say what you want, make it.
Shit.
It's a reason why that shit is not to be. And it shouldn't
Right.
be when you're a fucking adult.
Right.
We need rules, bro.
Period.
Because
Period.
this shit weird. That's how you get a feminist talking to a female about misogyny because the female put too many women in her video. It's like, do you not hear all of your conflicting ideals? Why? Because we left you to your devices and you came up with too many thoughts. You need some structure.
You don't know how to just settle
You
down
don't
on
motherfucking
one.
know. Because you're not bringing in. Nobody wants to look at circumstances. They just see this is left and this is right. Bro, it's this is all this shit in between left and right matters.
Yep.
It's how left got to be left
That
and how
gray
right
area,
got to be right.
that gray area, that shit matters.
It all matters.
You can't just throw it out because it's gray. You can't. Like,
It
just
all
because
matters.
it's not left and it's not right, it's straight ahead of you, doesn't mean you got to discredit what's straight ahead of you.
Yeah.
It makes no sense, but I'm with you. I feel you. I hear you. You're absolutely right. They need direction these days, and they're not getting it. You know why? Because the fucking parents that are supposed to be giving direction are lost their damn self.
Hell yeah. And that was the last generation. So you know this next generation. I mean,
Shit.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Something. I hope I ain't lean out the damn mic, but yeah, no, something needs to just naturally change. You know, somehow social media needs to not be cool no more, or whatever we gotta do to do it. It need to be done so we can kind of get back to just move in a different direction, man.
One of my friends
the
told
age of
me,
social media ain't got nothing good for you in the future. That much I can fucking guarantee you.
you know how we shifted from MySpace to Facebook?
Yeah.
That shift is happening again, but it's without us. It's with the new generation.
What they shifting to?
They're getting off of Facebook and going to I forget the name of it. And one app is like Musically. I know that one.
They're actually on that shit?
Yeah.
That's something to be on?
Yeah.
What? I thought that was just like a little side app that Instagram had.
It's like it's not necessarily Instagram, but it's like Snapchat, but it's more refined and it stays longer. It's like a shortened Instagram, Musically.
It's also fucking stupid. I've seen it.
I've seen it too, where you just make like music clips, but you can
fucking dumb.
not make music clips if you really wanted to.
Ooh, another way for someone with no talent to parade that they have talent. Which, I'm not trying to discredit the fulfillment a person feels from having talent.
Yeah.
But I am discrediting the fact that if you don't have talent in a certain area, you shouldn't be able to mimic it and get the praise.
Right.
Because while you mimicking that you can sing or whatever, you could be fucking drawing. Or you could be building this table. All this shit is a skill, bruh. Go find another skill.
For sure.
Everybody can't rap.
For sure.
For real, everybody can't rap. Everybody can make a
sure.
rap song, but everybody can't fucking rap.
I'm going to go right back to Obama, because Obama said on C5,
yeah,
remember?
on C5,
you know,
yeah.
some of us might aspire to be LeBron or Lil Wayne, but our kids ain't all got the flow like Lil
All
Wayne.
niggas ain't 6'9", 250.
You feel me?
With 5% body fat.
You feel me?
With a 45-inch vert.
God damn. Crazy, ain't it?
But you
But
want
yeah,
to call
that
for
shit is
fouls at
facts.
the local gym. Bitch. You's a bitch. I can't stand hooping with niggas nowadays, bruh. Nigga, you not James Harden, nigga. You don't get the goddamn and go through my hand and call a foul, you pussy.
Right.
That ain't no fucking foul, bitch.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Nigga, you hit my hand doing
Fuck
your
outta
shit.
here.
Get out of here with that
James
dumb
Harden,
shit.
bruh.
Nigga.
But
Trying to fall because you shot a 3. Nigga,
don't
chill. I
understand
didn't even
this
touch your
shit.
fucking hand.
I don't understand.
But yeah, this shit is wild, man. It's just, this new era is just something sick.
I just need to hear somebody else besides my niggas agree with me. Because I'm just like, bro, I know we all in the room like, yeah, bro, this shit crazy.
There's no way it's just us.
Oh, no, it's not.
There's no way it's just us. And if you out there, you agree, you feel any type of way, you disagree, whatever the case is,
And,
drop it in the comments. Because for real, I'm very interested to hear this. Because
Hey,
there's
bruh.
no way it's just us.
So, in one of our videos, which clip was that?
Wave Files?
Was it that had the 200 views?
Yeah. That was the Wave Files one. That was just that topic.
Which I did not think Wave Files would get that many. I just didn't think people would still listen to Lupe like that.
Dog. It got comments and everything.
For real?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. I didn't see no comments. Like,
Oh, no. Comments are there.
yo, if you're gonna watch this video, bro, comment, bro.
For sure.
On
For sure.
on what we talk about, or just comment to say that, hey, bro, I see y'all. We commented, like,
Yeah,
that's
like,
I feel
whatever.
like that's the real view.
Whatever. Just let me know.
Comment.
Just tell me something.
I
like,
need to know that you ain't stumble on this on accident.
Right. And even if you did something on accident, you stayed because you liked what you
feel
saw.
me?
You
Comment.
know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
So let's see. In my notifications here, yeah, see, this guy here, I'm not going to say his name out here. Wave Files is one of the greatest, most lyrical and deep songs I've ever heard. You literally got to study and research shit he said in this song. Lupe is a genius, bro. Then someone liked the video. I got a bunch of likes on the video. Then, oh wait, that same guy dropped another comment. Hold on, what did you say again? Hold on.
We did that shit. That was the very last segment, and it was like 4
This is a really
a.m.,
great
bro.
breakdown too, fellas. Like,
Bro, I was half dead when we did that, bro. I remember how tired I was
he
doing that
commented
shit.
6 days ago.
Hey.
This video, I'm gonna tell you specifics. This video we posted as of right now, October 21st. October, November, December, 3 months later. He commented 6 days ago.
And I haven't put no push to it. Like,
Shouts out, bro. If you do watch this, you know who you are.
It, like, straight up, bro.
For sure.
Like, straight up, bro. Damn.
Oh, I just realized, damn, the followers went up too.
Hey.
Yeah, the
That's
subs.
what's up, bro.
Yeah, subs went up too. Yeah, we had 201.
Let me see.
Gee, shit, that's just on that one clip too.
That's what's up, bro.
I didn't push that segment at all.
That's what's up, man.
That means they just finding that from YouTube.
Yeah, making some circulations or something like that. That's what's up, man.
Yep.
That's what's up for real.
So shouts out to y'all, whoever's commenting, whoever's liking the video. Yeah, because it's got 11 likes on it too.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm one of them. I like my own shit.
Too, I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, shouts out to y'all if you liking, if you subbing, especially letting us know you liking content that's being put out. If you commenting, I don't even care if it's negative comments. I don't even care if it's a negative comment like, "Hey, I ain't fucking with what you said." Hey, so be it.
Prefer that, truly.
For sure. Don't just let it go on deaf ears.
Truly.
Or, you know what I'm saying? To us, it'll seem like it's going on deaf ears.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is. Shouts out to y'all for all that feedback. Appreciate it. Keep it coming. Thank you. But, hey, question. Did you hear anything about Jay-Z and Meek Mill prison reform? If there's two people who are going to do it,
motherfuckers really got behind Meek Mill.
It's going to be these two. Jay and Meek Mill.
Jay been doing a lot of stuff. Reform Alliance.
Prison Reform Alliance being formed by Jay-Z and Meek Mill. I hadn't seen too much about it. But I'm definitely going to be, you know what I'm saying, keeping my ears to the streets
That's a big
and my
fight.
eyes glued. Because if that, and Busta Rhymes was the one, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo.
That's a big fight. That prison system run deep.
He has the ability to reach out to these two.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So for him to share this, you know what I'm saying?
Because Busta's one of them rappers. He's like really respected amongst rappers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, yo, we slick doing some groundbreaking shit.
What?
Last week we talked about the Motorola Razr and the iPhone, etc. Right?
Yeah.
Did you hear they're planning on bringing back the Motorola Razr in 2019?
Oh, for real?
As a smart flip phone.
I think niggas miss flip phones, bro. I know I miss hanging up on people.
So going back to my last point.
Yeah.
The price tag is supposed to be $1,500.
Oh, God.
But it's got a screen on both sides. Crazy, right? Yeah, I've seen two different renders. So it's not the official shit. But I saw one render when you have the phone actually flipped open.
Yeah.
Screen on the top, screen on the bottom. So it would look kind of like this, just be, bent a little bit. So you'll have the actual screen on the top half and then like the dial pad and the numbers and letters and stuff down here. Then you just shut it. You know what I'm saying? But then I also saw another one where this side was glass and on the back side was glass for the screens. So you can literally pull it out of your pocket, closed. You got a screen. Then you can flip it open. You got a whole screen also.
That was the first time I've been excited to hear something about a phone in a while.
And you see what I mean? We're shifting. I feel like if this phone does come out, we're going to go back to flip phones. That thud of shutting the phone on somebody. Oh my God.
What? You know what?
What? Yo, you couldn't tell me nothing.
I remember flipping the phone down on people, throwing the phone into the distance and walking off. Like, I would end your whole life on that phone. Like, what?
At that time, you can toss that phone across the room and it ain't gonna break.
These are toss phones.
Just.
I need to go back to that. That's psychological, bro. Me and Preston, bro. Me and Preston used to do that shit all the time, bro. We would respond to something and then toss the phone.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was in Florida, for that year when I moved out there,
Yeah.
I had a flip phone for a little while.
Oh, one of them Obama phones, a trap phone.
Nah, I used it as my work phone.
Oh shit, yeah.
I was like, why do I have two smartphones? I only need one. All I literally do on this other one is just answer phone calls.
Yeah.
Give me this little Bobo $15 phone.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie, it like with this brand new iPhone 10R, I can pull the phone from my ear and have to wait for the screen to light up, or touch it, tap it, press the power button, finally get it to light up, and then hit the end call button. When I could just shut that shit. Man, what?
Yeah.
You couldn't tell me nothing, man.
Yeah. And we'd adapt quickly. I think we would do way better than we think without social media, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We would do way better.
I think as a people, we do way better.
Every time I'm on Instagram, I'm like, I want to delete this shit so badly.
If it wasn't for me not posting, I probably would have been deleted again, because it's my second Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm on my second
I'm not
Instagram.
gonna lie. I'm gonna show how dumb I am. Whatever. Nigga, I can't find out how to do it. I remember trying to delete Facebook one time and couldn't find that shit. I was like, oh, these niggas have made it to where I can't delete this shit easily?
Damn.
And I just kind of went on about my day, which I'm sure I could. To be honest, if I just log out.
You probably never be able to get back in.
Y'all just got a text message from this girl that is hilarious. She's just finding out that I blocked her.
Damn. Straight like that.
Oh, man. I could probably just log out.
Let me see something here. Because, yeah.
Happy anniversary?
It's
What's today's date?
anniversary.
Jersey Mike?
Today's date? 29th? Well, technically, end of the 28th.
December 29th?
January? Christmas was last month.
You have to really whisper this shit, bro. She might be outside.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Wow. Yo, women. They never cease to amaze me, man. That bitch made me forget what the fuck I'm even on my phone for. That's why I wasn't going on my phone for a while.
You were going to check into deleting Instagram.
Because I was saying right.
Yeah.
I said I could probably go to log out, and that would be it. I don't fucking know my...
Yeah, your password,
I
man.
don't know my fucking password.
One touch with Facebook. One click.
Because I think my IG got its own thing. So it's like, yeah, right. Because I'm looking at the settings now. Ain't no like delete Instagram. It's just log out.
Nah, there is.
Let me see, bro.
Yeah, there is. I don't want to take up too much time on this part, so.
Yeah, nah. Because I just scroll back and forwards. I don't see it. I see log out. Yeah. I see log out, bro. Yeah, that's all I see, which that would be enough.
All right, so settings.
See, man, if I was a normal person, if I was a normal person, I wouldn't deal with this, but because I took psychology in college,
I remember now.
I'm going to deal with this.
You can't do it from the app. You have to go to Instagram's website.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
No, fuck that.
That's how it is.
Who's ever gotten on the Instagram website?
Shit, when I deleted it last time.
Yeah, fuck that, bro. That's probably how you get put on Trump's list. Have you ever seen one of those?
What do you mean?
It sounds like you just saw some cheeks.
Huh?
Oh, you ain't on Instagram?
No. Well, yeah, I am, but I was scrolling through the settings.
Oh, you ever been on YouTube looking at a video and then you get your ad and it's Trump asking you to sign your name to be on his list of supporters?
So, little secret. I have Instagram plus. So, It's like the hacked version of Instagram, so I can block sponsored ads.
YouTube, bro. I'm talking about YouTube.
Oh, YouTube also.
Oh shit.
YouTube also.
Oh, y'all niggas out here paying for YouTube.
No, not at all. Not in the least bit. Absolutely not. I refuse.
You hacked YouTube, bro? That's why they kicked your ass out of school, nigga. This nigga that hacked YouTube.
It looks like the regular YouTube, right?
This nigga got YouTube. Yeah.
Watch this. Watch this. So when I go to YouTube, you see that ad at the bottom?
Yeah.
That's the only ad I ever deal with. I can click on anything. Fresh start.
And get
No ads.
Okay, well.
No ads. Straight to the video.
Nigga, I'll try all these videos. Hold up. Nigga,
Click every single one of them.
Okay, let me see.
Click every single one of them. You will not get an ad on my phone.
Let's try this. Oh, this nigga tripping. Yeah, they gonna find you, bro. They gonna take your phone. As soon as they find out you ain't getting none of these ads.
I get no ads. I refuse. I can't deal with that shit. YouTube has way too many ads now.
This man ain't got no ads. For niggas that's still in the struggle, man.
Whenever y'all want the hacked version of YouTube,
I
so
need somebody to comment if they done ever seen Trump's list of supporters as an ad. Gotta make sure this nigga's not trying to recruit me.
I gotta make sure he's not trying to get me.
Y'all niggas gonna find me on the ground one day, boy, building blocks.
Hell yeah.
Playing with blocks.
God dang. So, anything you want to wrap up with? We've been in here talking for a strong 2 hours and change.
Nah, man. Nah, I don't even know if we covered the topics.
We covered enough.
I think so. We just didn't do the Dragon Ball. We gotta do that one.
Oh, that's gonna be a whole separate segment.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Just real quick, just for the people. Just tell them, did you enjoy the movie? That's something I will truly nerd out about when it comes, bruh. I haven't seen Dragon Ball Z since I was probably 12 or 13, when it was cool for the average nigga to be watching that, that's just a disclaimer for all the people that might watch next segment. I'm not like an anime head, so this ain't coming from an already anime fan, like, bruh. Yeah.
If you ever used to watch DBZ, bruh, like, that new movie, they did that shit justice. It would be like...
Don't get too into it.
I'm going to do it on another angle. It would be like if your favorite artist from back in the day came out with some shit that sound like what he used to do back in the day, but was just tweaked just a little bit to be modern, and so it came out perfect. And he still hit you with all the nostalgia.
That'd be like if Wayne dropped another, like, C2. That brings me to a question, real quick. I guess we'll end on this.
Yeah. Or like if Mike Jones and Paul Wall and all the niggas start coming out with singles again, it was just like it was back in the day. Like, I had never heard nothing like the Houston scene when it came out. It was perfect.
Zero was that guy to me.
It was fucking perfect.
Okay, so my question: what's your favorite album of all time? All time. Favorite, not necessarily best. Favorite, personal favorite.
Front to back?
Personal favorite.
No genre?
No genre specified. What is your favorite album of all time? I've been trying to think about this myself. I think I could tell you what I believe to be the best rap album. To me.
First of all, the best rap album
is Just Rap.
Is what?
Just Rap.
Oh, I thought you were saying that's the name of the album.
No. I'm saying
but
like.
No, I like
that
you said that because that's why I call this the best rap album.
Okay.
The best rap album of all time, and this is why, is Illmatic from Nas.
Yeah.
10 tracks at the height of hip hop. No fucking fillers. No radio hits, but still had radio hits. Just rap. 10 tracks, so it was the perfect,
right?
Yeah.
Illmatic, yeah.
So it was the perfect amount, his debut, bro.
Yeah.
And it was his debut.
Yeah.
This was his first time. And these were some of Nas's first tracks. You know what I'm saying? perfect amount, perfect rhyme scheme. He was so ahead of his time for rap, for rap. What you should aspire to be if you want to be a rapper, not if you want to make money, not if you want to be a star. If you want to be a rapper, you want to be able to discuss and dive into some lyrics, bro. Illmatic. It don't get no better, and it ain't the most. There's some technically proficient, more technically proficient albums. There are albums with better production, obviously, but it's like LeBron James. There are niggas that can shoot better than LeBron. There are niggas that can play better defense than LeBron. There's niggas that can rebound better than LeBron. But can't nobody do it. Can't nobody do everything at the high level like he can.
Yeah.
And that was Illmatic. It had high level production, high level lyrics, high level quotable lyrics, all that shit. That to me is the perfect rap album, and it's the best rap album for purists, for just this is what rap is for me. It's like Jordan's like 93 season. You know what I'm saying? Like this is it. You feel me? But it's not my favorite album of all time though.
I hear you, but I can't answer for best rap. I can't answer that. I haven't been able to. Where would you put The Chronic?
After it.
But would it be up there? Like, would it be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For yeah. For like, you know, yeah.
Doggy
what,
Style?
Like all time records?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there.
Doggy Style?
I mean, it's gotta be. I was trying not to get caught up in the hits from Doggy Style. I was trying to remember the catalog, because I remember, like, when I talk about Illmatic, I remember Halftime. I remember, Genesis is one of them tracks called? One Time for Your Mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking about New York State of Mind and which that might have been. What was the big single off of Illmatic?
Off of Illmatic?
It was New York State of Mind and cause like I know If I Ruled the World came out later.
Nah,
that was another album and shit.
Let's see, Illmatic.
I think
the Genesis was the intro.
Yeah.
Life's a Bitch and Then You Die.
Oh, with AZ.
Halftime. Memory Lane. One Love.
One Love is on there?
That
was the big one. I was thinking of One Mic. One Mic was on another one. Nah. One Love is on there. That was the big one.
It Ain't Hard to Tell. Represent.
Oh, that's my shit. Oh, Nas and Rockwell. It Ain't Hard to Tell. The Buddha monks in your trunk, turn the bass up.
Oh, God, that shit was so fire.
Parties I shoot up. Nas and Analyze, drop a jewel. Inhale from the L school of Fuel. You're feeling like Braille, it ain't hard to tell. I kick a skill like Shaquille holds a pill. Vocabulary's ill. That's my nigga. I freak beat, slam him like Iron Sheet. All right, yeah. So Illmatic for me.
God damn.
Illmatic for me, man.
There's so much good music from back in the day that it's hard for me to just narrow down without giving it full thought.
Yeah.
It was a topic that came up earlier today, and I was just like, I don't know. So I just wanted to throw that out there to see, if you needed time, like, take your time.
And it wasn't an anomaly. It came out in, I think, 94.
I can tell you right now, I just had that pulled up. It says... Songs, review, video, similar albums, overview, studio album, release date, Illmatic right here.
Like 92?
Where'd it go?
94?
Debut studio album on April 19th, 1994.
So 94. So we had already had albums like Wu-Tang's first album had already came out.
Yes.
I think the Purple Tape was either coming out or it came out. So like Dunny Rap. We had already been introduced to Dunny Rap. We had already been through Daddy Kane and people like, so we'd already had really good rap albums. So it wasn't an anomaly. So like if you were to put like the Slim Shady LP, it's like, all right, but you have to realize that yes, it's a cold album, but Eminem, he's a white boy. He sounds different. There's things that also play into you listening to him. The thing I like about Illmatic is Nas don't have none of that.
Yeah.
His voice is not really it don't stand out. He's got just a monotone voice. You know what I'm saying? He's not like even if you go to Wu-Tang, the thing that was getting people about Wu-Tang is they used to put a lot of karate flicks in their shit. So it was like other aesthetics that kind of drove you to it. Besides the fact that it was good music already.
Because it was already quality.
Exactly. Illmatic is only good music. There's no fillers. There's no interludes. There's no crazy samples or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? No, nothing to make you laugh. It's like he could fill up this whole table with lyrics and then he put it on wax. That's Illmatic. And it's that dope. Like, straight up. You feel me? Like, straight up.
That is one of my favorite albums of all time. As far as rap and lyrically. As far as best, though, I don't just want to answer and say this or that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the only album I can think of.
Yeah.
For best album.
Damn.
Because it's too pure, man.
Do you have a favorite?
I still don't know.
Okay, see, I can tell you my favorite.
Man, what's your favorite?
My favorite is C2.
That's your favorite album of all time?
Of all time. I can still play that entire album the entire way through today. Granted, there are other albums I can do that too, but not as many times as I have with C2.
And see, that's why it's hard for me to answer that, because I've like, as hard as I dive into hip hop, I've dove into a lot of other genres the same way. All of them: folk music, hard rock, soft rock, R&B, soul. I know the Beatles catalog.
Okay,
like
so if we're getting off of rap,
catalog, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
if we're getting off
I got a lot of
rap,
albums. I'm trying to think like, yo.
If we're getting off of rap, I can name some other like favorite like.
Oh, so we was just going straight rap? Your favorite rap album?
Yeah. Well, no. I was just saying my favorite album.
Oh, okay.
Like overall.
Yeah.
I have other favorites like an R&B, pop, etc. But I'm not playing those as many times as I'm playing C2. I guess naturally I just gravitate more towards hip hop and rap.
Yeah.
But favorite of all time would probably I have to say C2.
Damn.
It's full of hits. Every song on there was a hit to me.
I think Trigger Man might be my favorite song of all time.
Trigger Man? Oh, okay.
For real. I love Trigger Man.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
So the thing I liked about C2, the intro, Fly In, the Carter 2, or Carter 2 is how it was named, and Fly Out are 3 separate records, but use the same beat and are played once at the very beginning, once in the very middle, and once at the very end. And when you listen to the album the whole way through, it's still cohesive, but you could play those 3 songs side by side. Fly In, Carter 2, Fly Out, and it's like it's one long song. And it just goes. But then you still had records like Fireman. Like, you still had
the hits on there, Go DJ is on there.
No. Go DJ was on 500 Degrees.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but Hustle Music.
That was on 2. Or was that on? I truly get Lil Wayne shit confused.
C2?
It's a lot, bro.
He's got way more content out there than the average person.
Yeah, a lot.
Carter.
And I just listened to it all.
2.
I was a LimeWire baby, man. Y'all be knowing them albums. I know
Dog,
LimeWire.
what?
I was just getting random songs like Lil Wayne, download everything.
Everything Weezy.
To it, like.
Okay, The Mob.
Uh-huh.
All right. Money on My Mind. Fireman. Mo Fire.
Ah, shit. See? I just thought that was on like some random mixtape or some shit, bro. Damn.
Best Rapper Alive.
Best Rapper's Alive on there.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Grown Man.
Well,
Hit 'Em Up.
Damn, Hit 'Em Up is on there.
Hustler Music. Shooter.
Shooter's Carter 2?
Yes.
Damn.
Receipt. I got to. Dog. I'm a D-boy.
Damn.
Feel Me. So good, so hard, so. Dog.
Yeah,
Yo,
bro.
Wayne Carter 2 was my album. Like,
yeah.
And see, some people say Carter 2 wasn't that great. It's about C3. C3 is great. Don't get me wrong. It's still a classic.
Yeah, but if
but
In
he
my
flipped
opinion,
everything.
My
Phone Home. This is when he's talking about he's a Martian. This is when Dr. Carter.
Dr. Carter's a dope track.
He brought hip hop back to life. I'm like, yo, why ain't you killing the game?
Phone Home is a dope
Phone
track.
Home,
Oh
we
my
said.
God.
Phone Home, we said. And if you feel like you the best, go ahead and do the Weezy Williams Phone Home. That was the shit.
Who didn't just flip the game like Houston? I'm used to promethazine and 2 cups.
I'm screwed up.
And
you ain't shit if you ain't never been screwed up.
Stop.
Weezy, come on, man. Killing the fucking game. Yeah, best rapper alive still. No
I can
debate.
agree with that.
Best rapper alive today. No debate.
I can agree with that.
So, yeah.
Definitely.
I got to get off of this topic before I'm here for another hour.
Be down 6 in the morning.
And we just wrapping up Wayne.
Truly.
So, yeah. Anything else? Wrapping up?
Comment, y'all. Comment.
For
man.
sure. Drop them
For
comments
sure.
below.
Appreciate the
Like,
views. Comment, please.
Share if you will. Appreciate the love.
Niggas got a mixing board. You know, you can see the computer, so it's real.
Oh yeah, we working out
It's
here. Trust me,
real.
this was for y'all.
Golden mics, bro. It's real. You know, we ain't just out here shooting the shit and hoping you like it, I guess.
Nah.
I mean, to a degree, but you know.
If you seen
my
any
man's
of the
put
old
in effort,
content,
man. Comment.
if you would have seen the setup for the old content, trust me, we making moves. The camera's now on a tripod.
You feel me?
It ain't held up with cereal boxes and breakfast nook chairs.
That was the very first podcast.
Very first one. You feel me?
Yeah.
Then when I was doing them dolo, I just had a candle holder that I was sitting the phone on.
Yep.
And just putting that up on a box and just sitting in front of that motherfucker. Yeah.
Comment.
Now over here with the mixer board, the laptop straight for it, the mics with the stands and the equipment that come with it. Dog, we out here working, man. Trust me. We out here trying to make quality content for y'all because this is what we enjoy doing. So
yeah, let us know, man.
it's like Wayne said. He's so dedicated to it that he feels like he's the best. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm so dedicated to this that if you want to hear some real, true, genuine shit,
You know it.
right here.
And I ain't got no other way to tell it to you. Shit.
Yeah, for sure. So, this is Jersey Mike. Until the next episode of the To Be Determined podcast, I am signing out. It's been Rob. It's been real. That's what I should have said. Damn, it was like 2:30 in the morning.
That. It's all raw,
But,
bye.
Appreciate you.
You know,
man.
Business Casual Blaze in the building. You already know.
Yer.
You know what I'm saying?